as well as the must-see sprint car series here for an amazing show we have lined up for you. Going to kick things off with qualifying, attempting to break the all-time track record with the must-see sprints. And before we get there, we're going to throw things down to our very own Roger Williams for opening ceremonies.
Hey, we appreciate you folks being out here as a little dance around Mother Nature here on this Saturday night. And before we begin with our opening ceremonies, did want to take a moment to we lost someone that used to Boston Speedway back in the day, Zarkis Sr. His grandson. I'm gonna switch mics. I'll give it to you when I'm ready. And the family here in the Dwarf series that are here, and we take a moment to remember Mr. Zarkis, who just passed away over this past week. Thank you. If you would please rise as we begin our opening ceremonies here this afternoon. If you would, please bow your head in prayer. Dear gracious and loving Creator, we gather here today surrounded by the excitement and anticipation of tonight's events. We come before you with humble hearts. We ask for your guidance and protection over each driver, team member, and spectator gathered here. Grant them courage, skill, and wisdom as they embark on this exhilarating journey. May the engines roar with power and the tires grip the track with strength. Keep every competitor safe from harm, and may their talents shine brightly as they navigate each turn and straightaway. We give thanks for the camaraderie and sportsmanship that unites us in this shared passion for racing. Bless the bonds formed on and off the track, and may they serve as a testament to the spirit of community and friendship. As we wait a first event, let us remember those who have paved the way for us to enjoy tonight's show and honor their legacy with our actions here tonight. In your infinite grace, we entrust tonight's show into your hands. May it be a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and celebration of the thrill of our company and this sport. In your name we pray, amen. Tonight, singing the Canadian and American national anthems tonight is a singer from the 6th grade. He's a 6th grader at St. Paul Lutheran School in Flint and a student of Latina Martin at Flint Institute of Music. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Matthew Rideout.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
One more time, Matthew Rideout, ladies and gentlemen. And while we're in the singing mood, we should sing happy birthday to Rex Wheeler. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rex Wheeler. Happy birthday to you. Are we ready for racing? Are we ready for Mother Nature to get her ugly face out of here? Amen. Chris, take it away upstairs, would you?
All right, as mentioned, we're going to kick things off with qualifying for the Midwest Light Sprints and the Must-See Racing National Series. Going to attempt to break a couple track records here while we got the time. So we will get our safety crew off the front stretch, and then we'll get ready to go here in just a couple moments. Got a great lineup of winged warriors here at the Owasso Speedway, and we'll look forward to seeing what they can do here. As Roger mentioned, my name's Chris Phoebe. We'll be joined here in a little bit by Roger Williams, and we have a special guest, Jacob Seelman, here with the Must See Series, and he'll be bringing you all the great sprint car action. All right, as you can see, we're getting our light sprints, whatever you want to call them, on the infield to get them staged to go out for their qualifying. They'll be up first in just a couple minutes. And as they get ready, we will bring in the voice of the Must See Series, Mr. Jacob Seelman. Jacob, great to have you back here at the Owasso Speedway.
Thank you, Chris Phoebe, and on behalf of Jim and Nancy Hanks, Rex Wheeler, the staff here at Owasso Speedway, and all the Must See Racing faithful, we welcome you to race number 3 of the 2024 Must See Racing Perfect Sprint Car Series season, and the third straight race between summer and fall that we've had at this racetrack in the last 2 years. Visited twice last year, back here again for 2 dates this year, as has pretty much, Chris, become tradition. I mean, we've made a home here at Owasso. Some of the best races that we've had have come at this racetrack, and the repave we showed last year. Repave, it doesn't matter. These cars are going to put on a show.
Yeah, and we're excited to see what can happen here. Hot laps, these cars were really fast, and that wasn't even giving it the full go. So once the lights are up for qualifying, I'm excited to see what kind of times we can see put down.
Track record for the Must See Racing Midwest Lights presented by Maxima Racing Oil, 13.466 seconds, set June 22nd of last year by J.J. Hennis. Track record for the Must See Racing Perfect National Sprint Cars, 12.520, set by Rick Hawley, September 2nd last year. Both track records set right after the repave. And Chris, I was talking to Rick after practice. He goes, I think there's more speed in this car than what we had here in September. If that's the case, we might be in for a whole lot of fun.
I was going to say, I saw a 12.9 go up on the board during hot laps. Yep, and that was kind of the little indicator I needed that we could definitely see that record at threat today. And like Rick said, it's not a matter of who, but a matter of how much.
Correct. And the big thing going into, and we'll talk more about this when we get to the National Sprint Car qualifying here in just a little bit, but we have started the Fast Cash Challenge for the remainder of 2024, where your fast qualifier, should he take the challenge, automatically gets an extra $500 bonus just for setting fast time in qualifying. And if that fast time is a track record, that bonus becomes $600. So a lot of money just for one fast lap. And if you take the challenge and then go on to win the feature later, you could end up with more than $1,000 of bonus money. This feature's already $4,000 to win. Somebody could be walking out with a lot of cash tonight.
Yeah, that's a very hefty bonus. So I'm excited to see it with the extra money on the line. I mean, not to mention these sprint car guys always take that that little bit of pride in the track record,
Absolutely.
a little bit bigger than anything else. So you add a financial incentive to it, and these guys got to be drooling all over themselves.
It's funny. I'm going to say this over the PA just because I was really amused by it on social media this week. And no, this is not a knock on any of our drivers. This is just how they are. The comment, Rick Holly, you see the white 85 right there coming into the infield now, set the track record September of last year. His son Chance goes on social media this week and says, and this was after we announced the bonus money, and goes, okay, qualifying at Owasso is going to be a case of whether Aaron Willison, Joe Ligori, or Rick Holly can out-stupid the other two. And I couldn't help but laugh. Yeah, and we know these guys aren't going to do anything to wreck a race car, but when you dangle a $500 carrot in front of them, yeah, you're going to push on the pedal a little bit harder.
Exactly. And, I mean, these guys are going stupid fast already, to put it a little bluntly. But, yeah, you add the financial incentive, and I'd be surprised if those accelerator pedals aren't right through the floor.
I'm going to do some math here just to make sure I tell everybody right. So just for context, the average speed of Rick Holly's track record lap from last September, 107.827 miles an hour average around this 3/8 mile racetrack. So you consider you're probably topping out roughly 125 to 130 miles an hour going into turn 1 and turn 3 respectively. These cars are flying.
Yeah, these are some pretty long straightaways we have here for a 3/8 mile. And these are some more sweeping turns as well. So not only can they drive down the straightaway and pick up a lot of speed, they can carry a fair amount around as well.
And that's what I love, is that even though we had the repave of this racetrack last year, it didn't lose any of the character that made this track so racy for the sprint cars and for the Midwest Lights. I mean, we saw in both races last year, you could still run two grooves. You could still put your car where it was comfortable and make speed, which to me is one of the hallmarks of this racetrack as to why it's put on so much great racing over the years. It doesn't matter whether you're good on the bottom or you're good on the top. Wherever you can find momentum and find grip, you're going to have a chance to race for position.
Yeah, while it may still need a little more seasoning for the heavier taxi cab type cars, these sprint cars, so light and so fast and so much power, that they really showed what potential this track has post-repave. I mean, probably two of the best sprint car races I've ever seen at Owasso happened last year.
Absolutely. And there's no shortage of talent tonight in pursuit of another really, really great race. When you consider Charlie Schultz is back with us after a motor failure a couple of weeks ago at Berlin. He's got a fresh power plant in that race car. Shane Butler out of Florida, who was really fast in practice earlier today, has made some limited must-see starts, but he's always a threat. You've got Teddy Alberts, local driver out of Michigan, over by the Grand Rapids area, come over here to Owasso and has always been good at this racetrack. Jason Blond, our reigning series champion. Of course, Rick Holly, who set last year's track record, and then throw in the likes of Joe Ligori. We were going to have Ryan Lidd. Unfortunately, Ryan got hung up at the U.S.-Canadian border earlier today and was not able ultimately to join us. But even still, we have got 8 to 10 cars legitimately. If you told me right now I'm going to put X in victory lane, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's really almost a renaissance in a way of of asphalt wing sprints, because we're seeing
It is.
drivers from all over the place now that are dabbling in a little bit of everything. I mean, you just look at the character of or the nationality of the field that we have. We have people from all over the country. We have obviously Aaron out
Willison
of British
Columbia. Yep.
Yeah, that's a haul. That's not only is that Canada, that's West Coast Canada.
That is what it is. But I will say this too. I've been so grateful for Aaron Willison, and we'll talk more about him when we get into national qualifying in a few minutes. First up, though, is Must See Racing Maxima Midwest Lights qualifying, and first two cars on the racetrack for group qualifying. In the number 38, from Northridgeville, Ohio, the Greber Racing Components, Trier Landscaping, Eco Mechanical, DNA Armory, Sherwood Stump Grinding, Fisher Custom Printing, Ron's Barbershop, Elite Electrical Systems, number 38 of J.D. Evans. J.D. Evans in car number 38. And getting ready to come back to green. 3 laps in each of these groups. And also on the racetrack in car number 11, team car to Brandon Trigembo. In the Drive 1 Tech Center, number 11, that is Rick Whitener in car number 11. Green flag in the air from Chief Starter Nate Rowe, 3 laps on the clock. And I mentioned track record is 13.466. J.D. Evans first lap, 15.112, 15.112. Rick Wichner, 17.053. And Wichner, this is his first start with the Must See Racing Midwest Lights. White flag in the air. J.D. Evans bumps the needle down to 14.985, 14.985. Wichner drops it to a 16.789, 16.789. Checkered flag in the air for the third and final lap. J.D. Evans' best lap is going to be 14.985, 14.985. And Wichner looks like he did not take that third and final lap, so his best lap will be 16.789. Next out to qualify, from Baltimore, Ohio, in the Hillary's Beauty Salon, Jason Dunn State Farm, Brian Brewer Trucking. Number 27, it is two-time defending Must See Racing Midwest Lights champion Cody Galogly. Cody Galogly in the 27, and from Fenton, Michigan, in the Motor City Pawnbrokers, Eddie Sachs Driver Development, Fram Autolite, Lucido Manzella Law Firm, All-Star Performance, HMC Detailing, Victory Fuel, Behind Your Design, Tagnotti Chassis. Number 23, Charlie Bauer. Charlie Bauer in the 23. And joined in car number 9, the USA Earthworks, Aetna Supply, Grand Valley Concrete Products, Ritterman Oil, Johnny 5, Bobcat Services, Shelbyville Garage, AIS Construction Equipment, Plainwell Auto Supply number 9. From Plainwell, Michigan, it is 3-time Kalamazoo Speedway track champion Luke Crick. Luke Crick in car number 9. Luke also making his first sprint car start this evening in the Must See Racing Midwest Lights. Green flag in the air for Group 2 of Midwest Lights qualifying. Cody Galogly, this is the only Must See Racing Midwest Lights track on the active schedule that Cody Galogly does not have the track record at. He wants to steal it from J.J. Hennis tonight. Lap number 1 for Galogly is 14.172, 14.172. Charlie Bauer goes 15.386 on lap number 1. And Luke Crick goes 15.507. Galogly way sideways off the corner. Lap number 2 is slower for caution. Moisture. And judging by the fans scurrying, moisture is not good, and we're going to send them back to the hauler for the time being. Now, Chris, if I heard this explained correctly earlier, we have, what, 3 jet dryers on the property in case we need them?
2 for sure.
2 for sure.
2 for sure.
As Rex was telling me earlier when somebody made the comment about what if it rains, Rex goes, we'll dry the track. We'll be okay.
Yeah, exactly. We have the equipment. Just one of those jet dryers by itself dries the track start to finish in about 55 minutes roughly if conditions are ideal. So also, race fans, if you're heading to your vehicle, tune us in on 88.5 FM for updates on the racing program, or download the Track Tune app to your phone. Keep that nearby, and we will clue you in how we're sitting as conditions develop. But we have every intention on getting this program in. So bear with us here a little bit as we get things dried up shortly and get back to qualifying as quick as we can.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the radar, guys. It should be a rather brief shower, so I wouldn't expect that to last more than 15 minutes or so. We should have the drying equipment out there and ready to roll for you to get this show back underway here within before too long. Again, like Chris said, 88.5 if you're out in the car waiting it out, or download the Track Tune app, and you can hear exactly what's coming out over the PA system into your phones. So sit back and relax or stay dry, and we'll call you back here shortly.
I'm Brad Keselowski, and you're watching Racing America.
Welcome to the home of all race fans, Racing America, live short track racing.
Looking for the green flag, and the Snowball Derby is underway.
Exclusive NASCAR Cup team content.
Enjoy competing with your teammates.
We already know. Behind the scenes access.
Great car, puts on a great show. I'm excited about it.
Claim your front row seat to watch the excitement.
Mission accomplished.
And drama.
Car lifts up in the air.
From grassroots to NASCAR. Join us at the home for race fans everywhere.
You're watching Racing America, right here on Racing America.
Racing America. It's in our DNA.
Communication is key in the racing world. When it comes to at-the-track communications, there is only one place to call. Racing Electronics is the #1 source for professional race communications worldwide. Over 20 years in the business proves their dedication to the sport. With every driver and crew communication, two-way radios and headsets, scanners and more, Racing Electronics is a one-stop communication source for all your motorsports needs. Before the green flag flies, make sure you have all your team communication gear from Racing Electronics. Stop by and see a Racing Electronics representative at the track near you. Visit their showroom in Concord, North Carolina, or order online at racingelectronics.com.
The Midwest's biggest pro late model race of the year takes center stage at Owasso Speedway on Saturday, August 3rd. The best of the JEGS CRA All-Stars battling out for short track supremacy and $15,000 to win in the 12th annual Masters of the Pros. Plus racing for pure stock, trucks, street stocks, and vintage modifieds. It's the 12th annual Masters of the Pros, paying $15,000 to win on Saturday, August 3rd. And you can see it only on RacingAmerica.tv.
Perfit, engine parts at any speed. Perfit stocks a full line of internal engine components for domestic and import passenger car, light truck, heavy duty, industrial, marine, agricultural, and performance applications, offering a wide range of choices with the best known engine part brands and its own performance products under the Engine Pro label. This enables engine builders to offer quality products at a moderate price to keep racing affordable so the racers can do what they do best. Win races. Perfit. Engine parts at any speed. Call 616-247-6572 or visit perfit-parts.com.
I'm Kyle Larson, and you're watching Racing America.
Get up on your feet, race fans.
Can you believe it? Right now, racing, in my opinion, is as healthy as it's been in the last 15 to 20 years.
Just wanting to make that first lap.
Go!
The UARA Super Late Models make their first trip to Jennerstown Speedway Thursday night, July 11th, in the 7th Annual Motor Mountain Masters. Come see the best super late models in the country for this special Thursday night show as they clash on the fast Jennerstown Half Mile as a part of the UARA National Series. It's the 7th Annual Motor Mountain Masters, Thursday night, July 11th at Jennerstown Speedway. For more information, go to UARA National on Facebook. Catch it on the home of UARA Racing. It's only on RacingAmerica.tv.
It's got to be the wildest ride in the world.
We've not had anything like that before. The guys that run with me are coming to run, and we are all very thankful for that.
5-star bodies, the most advanced bodies on the market, aerodynamically engineered, manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials, tested tough for optimum performance, the highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looked so good. Faster, lighter, stronger, better. 5-star.
The Maxima Racing Oil Must-See Racing Midwest Light Series invade Corrigan Oil Speedway in Mason, Michigan for the first time on Friday, June 21st. Then move on to Owasso Speedway the next day, Saturday, June 22nd, for 2 days of high-speed action. Visit mustseeracing.com for event updates and information.
I'm Jeff Gordon, and you're watching Racing America.
The UARA National Super Late Models return to Berlin Raceway Wednesday night, August 7th, for the Tecton 250 Battle at Berlin. Come see the best super late models in the country as they go for $40,000 to win in one of the biggest grassroots events of the year. It's the Tecton 250 Battle at Berlin, paying $40,000 to win Wednesday night, August 7th at Berlin Raceway. For more information, go to UARARacing.com or catch it all on RacingAmerica.tv. This week on Racing America, it's NASCAR Stars versus Short Track Racing's Best. It all begins Thursday night at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as Josh Berry and Ross Chastain battle the local Music City Pro Late Model racers for 100 laps. Then Friday night, NASCAR Cup Series champion Kevin Harvick makes his debut at Five Flags Speedway as he challenges the Southern Super Series stars. It's a NASCAR versus Grassroots Battle Royal from Nashville and Five Flags, and you can see it all on RacingAmerica.tv.
Welcome to the home of all race fans, Racing America, live short track racing.
Looking for the green flag, and the Snowball Derby is underway.
Exclusive NASCAR Cup team content.
Enjoy competing with your teammates.
We already know.
Behind the scenes access.
Great car, puts on a great show. I'm excited about it.
Claim your front row seat to watch the excitement.
Mission accomplished.
And drama.
Car lifts up in the air.
From grassroots to NASCAR. Join us at the home for race fans everywhere.
You're watching Racing America, right here on Racing America.
Racing America. It's in our DNA.
See the action, see the speed. The Must-See Racing 410 Wing Sprints presented by PerfectParts.com and the Must-See Racing Midwest Light Series. Both will invade Ohio's Sandusky Speedway and showcase the speed of the High Miler Week of Speed on Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. You don't want to miss this one. The world's fastest short track cars on the fast half mile.
As well, so the drawing process has commenced. And assuming we don't get any drizzles, which it looks like according to radar, we should be good for the next few hours. We should have this track ready to go within the next 45 minutes or so. So we'll let you know how things are going. So sit back, relax. We'll give you a call back here momentarily.
I'm Jeff Gordon, and you're watching Racing America.
UARA Nationals Super Late Models return to Berlin Raceway Wednesday night, August 7th for the Tecton 250 Battle at Berlin. Come see the best super late models in the country as they go for $40,000 to win in one of the biggest grassroots events of the year. It's the Tecton 250 Battle at Berlin, paying $40,000 to win Wednesday night, August 7th at Berlin Raceway. For more information, go to uararacing.com or catch it all on racingamerica.tv. This week on Racing America, it's NASCAR Stars versus Short Track Racing's Best. It all begins Thursday night at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as Josh Berry and Ross Chastain battle the local Music City Pro Late Model racers for 100 laps. Then Friday night, NASCAR Cup Series champion Kevin Harvick makes his debut at Five Flags Speedway as he challenges the Southern Super Series stars. It's a NASCAR versus Grassroots Battle Royal from Nashville and Five Flags, and you can see it all on racingamerica.tv.
To the home of all race fans, Racing America, live short track racing.
Looking for the green flag, and the Snowball Derby is underway.
Exclusive NASCAR Cup team content.
Enjoy competing with your teammates.
You already know.
Behind the scenes access.
Great car, puts on a great show. I'm excited about it.
Claim your front row seat to watch the excitement.
Mission accomplished.
And drama.
Car lifts up in the air.
From grassroots to NASCAR. Join us at the home for race fans everywhere.
You're watching Racing America right here on Racing America.
Racing America, it's in our DNA.
The must-see racing, world's fastest short track cars are coming. See the wheel-to-wheel, high-speed action with the best drivers and teams from across the USA and Canada, competing at some of the finest racetracks in the country. Visit mustseeracing.com for schedule, news, and updates.
I'm Jeff Gordon, and you're watching Racing America.
The UARA Nationals Super Late Models return to Berlin Raceway Wednesday night, August 7th for the Tecton 250 Battle at Berlin. Come see the best super late models in the country as they go for $40,000 to win in one of the biggest grassroots events of the year. It's the Tecton 250 Battle at Berlin, paying $40,000 to win Wednesday night, August 7th at Berlin Raceway. For more information, go to uararacing.com or catch it all on racingamerica.tv. This week on Racing America, it's NASCAR Stars versus Short Track Racing's Best. It all begins Thursday night at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as Josh Berry and Ross Chastain battle the local Music City Pro Late Model racers for 100 laps. Then Friday night, NASCAR Cup Series champion Kevin Harvick makes his debut at Five Flags Speedway as he challenges the Southern Super Series stars. It's a NASCAR versus Grassroots Battle Royal from Nashville and Five Flags, and you can see it all on racingamerica.tv.
To the home of all race fans, Racing America, live short track racing.
Looking for the green flag, and the Snowball Derby is underway.
Exclusive NASCAR Cup team content.
Enjoy competing with your teammates.
You already know.
Behind the scenes access.
Great car, puts on a great show. I'm excited about it.
Claim your front row seat to watch the excitement.
Mission accomplished.
And drama.
Car lifts up in the air.
From grassroots to NASCAR. Join us at the home for race fans everywhere.
You're watching Racing America right here on Racing America.
Racing America, it's in our DNA.
The must-see racing, world's fastest short track cars are coming. See the wheel-to-wheel, high-speed action with the best drivers and teams from across the USA and Canada, competing at some of the finest racetracks in the country. Visit mustseeracing.com for schedule, news, and updates.
I'm Brad Keselowski, and you're watching Racing America.
Welcome to the home of all race fans, Racing America, live short track racing.
Looking for the green flag, and the Snowball Derby is underway.
Exclusive NASCAR Cup team content.
Enjoy competing with your teammates.
You already know.
Behind the scenes access.
Great car, puts on a great show. I'm excited about it.
Claim your front row seat to watch the excitement.
Mission accomplished.
And drama.
Car lifts up in the air.
From grassroots to NASCAR. Join us at the home for race fans everywhere.
You're watching Racing America right here on Racing America.
Racing America. It's in our DNA.
Communication is key in the racing world. When it comes to at-the-track communications, there is only one place to call. Racing Electronics is the #1 source for professional race communications worldwide. Over 20 years in the business proves their dedication to the sport. With every driver and crew communication, two-way radios and headsets, scanners and more, Racing Electronics is a one-stop communication source for all your motorsports needs. Before the green flag flies, make sure you have all your team communication gear from Racing Electronics. Stop by and see a Racing Electronics representative at the track near you. Visit their showroom in Concord, North Carolina, or order online at racingelectronics.com.
The Midwest's biggest pro late model race of the year takes center stage at Owasso Speedway on Saturday, August 3rd. The best of the JEGS CRA All-Stars battling out for short track supremacy and $15,000 to win in the 12th annual Masters of the Pros. Plus racing for pure stock, trucks, street stocks, and vintage modifieds. It's the 12th annual Masters of the Pros, paying $15,000 to win on Saturday, August 3rd. And you can see it only on racingamerica.tv.
Pavement Pounders covers all local to national pavement sprint car racing and everywhere across the globe. The news, stories, results, and perspectives on what's happening behind the scenes with your host, David Sink. Pavement Pounders.
I'm Kyle Larson, and you're watching Racing America.
Get up on your feet, race fans.
Can you believe it?
Right now, racing, in my opinion, is as healthy as it's been in the last 15 to 20 years.
Just wanted to make that first lap.
The UARA Super Late Models make their first trip to Jennerstown Speedway Thursday night, July 11th in the 7th Annual Motor Mountain Masters. Come see the best super late models in the country for this special Thursday night show as they clash on the fast Jennerstown Half Mile as a part of the UARA National Series. It's the 7th Annual Motor Mountain Masters, Thursday night, July 11th at Jennerstown Speedway. For more information, go to UARA National on Facebook. Catch it on the home of UARA Racing. It's only on racingamerica.tv.
It's gotta be the wildest ride in the world.
We've not had anything like that before. The guys that run with me are coming to run, and we are all very thankful for that.
5-star bodies, the most advanced bodies on the market, aerodynamically engineered, manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials, tested tough for optimum performance, the highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looked so good. Faster, lighter, stronger, better. 5-star.
The Must-See Racing National Series will challenge the track record and the lightning fast speed plant with a roster of teams from across the country and Canada on Saturday, June 15th.
I'm Jeff Gordon, and you're watching Racing America.
The UARA National Super Late Models return to Berlin Raceway Wednesday night, August 7th for the Tecton 250 Battle at Berlin. Come see the best super late models in the country as they go for $40,000 to win in one of the biggest grassroots events of the year. It's the Tecton 250 Battle at Berlin, paying $40,000 to win Wednesday night, August 7th at Berlin Raceway. For more information, go to uararacing.com or catch it all on racingamerica.tv. This week on Racing America, it's NASCAR Stars versus Short Track Racing's Best. It all begins Thursday night at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as Josh Berry and Ross Chastain battle the local Music City Pro Late Model racers for 100 laps. Then Friday night, NASCAR Cup Series champion Kevin Harvick makes his debut at Five Flags Speedway as he challenges the Southern Super Series stars. It's a NASCAR versus Grassroots Battle Royal from Nashville and Five Flags, and you can see it all on racingamerica.tv.
Welcome to the home of all race fans, Racing America, live short track racing.
Looking for the green flag, and the Snowball Derby is underway.
Exclusive NASCAR Cup team content.
Enjoy competing with your teammates.
You already know.
Behind the scenes access.
Great car, puts on a great show. I'm excited about it.
Claim your front row seat to watch the excitement.
Mission accomplished.
And drama.
Car lifts up in the air.
From grassroots to NASCAR. Join us at the home for race fans everywhere.
You're watching Racing America right here on Racing America.
Racing America. It's in our DNA.
See the action, see the speed. The must-see racing 410 Wing Sprints presented by PerfectParts.com and the must-see racing Midwest Light Series. Both will invade Ohio's Sandusky Speedway and showcase the speed at the High Miler Week of Speed on Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. You don't want to miss this one. The world's fastest short track cars on the fast half mile.
Our winners for all the other events here tonight.
And I'm going to put you on the spot here, Chris, and I think I did last year as well. I never met Mr. Bowles, so I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, he was a racer around here for many years, raced late models, took a few years off, and started racing the Dwarf Cars, and actually lost his life in an accident down at, I believe it was Volusia Speedway down in Florida, but was from the area, raced here at Owasso many times. And this Dwarf Car Series, obviously, as being from our area, they kind of took up the banner for him and his family, and they've honored Tommy for many years now. This is one of their crown jewel events for the Dwarf Cars in the area, and it's one of the most sought-after wins on the MCR schedule.
We have 16 cars scheduled to go at 20 laps here in this memorial event. The lineup should look like this as they make their way out of Taylor, Michigan. On the pole should be Matt Bessel in car number 34. Darrell Bone out of Seoul, Michigan in car 63 should be on the right side. Row number 2 inside from, well, that can't be right because the name is Jody Johnson. Can't be from Jody, Michigan, although that would be a heck of a coincidence, wouldn't it? So don't read everything that's in front of me. That's car 21. Eric Hoffman out of Wyoming in the 1A. Row number 2, Steve Schlater Jr. out of Fort Wayne, Indiana in car 92. Parker Tetro from Jackson in car 98. We go back to row 4, Greg Rudzik in car 17. And Troy Hoffman in car 97. I believe, Troy, your fast qualifier, I believe, today. 15.727 was that lap time. Zach Nichols and Nicole Olmstead will make up row number 5. Matt Kemp, he's a former winner here in car number 5. Jamie Zarkis in car 18 out of Richmond. In the 7th row, Derek Nolan out of Lansing, car 13. Ken Germain out of Garden City in car 76. Final row, the 11 of Todd Johnson and Jennifer Aker in the 182.
All right, so that'll be your field. 20 laps the distance. MCR Dwarf Car Tommy Bowles Memorial feature event getting ready to kick off here at the Owasso Speedway.
Well, folks, we appreciated that you sat through the rain delay, and we're going to give you feature action here this afternoon and this early evening. First event on the track, the MCR Dwarf Cars, and let's give them a big Owasso send-off as they get ready to come on by for their parade lap. How about we get on our feet, we wave our hands, we wave our cell phones. Let's show your support to the MCR Dwarfs for the Tommy Bowles Memorial. Field starts to bunch up down the back straightaway as we get set to go racing for the first time here tonight at Owasso Speedway. Logan McCaslin looking him over. He'll wave the green flag. We're off and running here tonight at Owasso.
And despite what we went through earlier, we are underway. Mean and green here for our first feature, taking it 4 wide down the back straightaway into turn 3. Staying 3 wide there for the 4th position.
Zach Nichols working that top side in the number 44. He's already got 2 feature wins under his belt. He's currently the point leader, and he's trying to get to the front as quick as possible. And a big battle there for about 5th on back. They're 4 and 5 wide.
Yeah, Nichols was your winner here at the Owasso Speedway the first time the Dwarfs came to town a few weeks back. And he's looking to repeat today, but he's got Matt Kemp in that 5 car to his inside. Kemp, been an infrequent competitor in the Dwarf Car ranks this season, ran an ARCA race earlier this year, but has been running very strong in that 5 car all afternoon.
Yeah, Kemp does have a feature win here. Actually, he has 1 feature win already this season over at South Bend. And he's looking for number 2. He's currently in a great battle for that 4th spot as they're 3 wide. Jody Johnson in the middle of that mess. Kemp was on the outside. He backs off. He saw real estate on the top side disappear. Meanwhile, up in that 2nd position. Here we go, wheel to wheel for that position.
3-car battle up at the front of the field. 2 Hoffmans.
And Schlater, the one on the inside, is going to take over the top spot going into turn number 3.
All right, well, now that I'm out looking at the fastest lap, let's try that again. Steve Schlater Jr. leads in the 92. Troy Hoffman runs 2nd. Then Greg Rudzik up to 3rd in the number 17.
Your front 3 threatening to pull away. Leading that 2nd group is the number 34 machine. That is Matt Bessel. He was your pole sitter. He's fallen back to 4th, watching that battle heat up again for the top spot as the 97 sneaks up to that high side. Troy Hoffman trying to get by for the top spot, currently in the runner-up position. Meanwhile, here we go for 4th. Kemp back into that 4th position now as he gets his way by Matthew Biesel.
And Troy Hoffman in the 97 up to the 2nd spot. Beginning to take a look at your leader, Steve Schlater Jr. in the 92. Pulled even with them in 1 and 2, but Schlater had the better launch off of turn number 2. Field getting the halfway signal, 10 in, 10 to go. It's Schlater, Hoffman, Rudzik, Kemp, Biesel, your top 5. Your top 4 all there clumped together at the front of the field right now, with Kemp trying to stick his nose in that battle.
What a battle, though, in the top 4. Shuffling it up here. Hoffman looks to the high side another time. Troy Hoffman trying to take over the lead. Schlater Jr. has it by about half a car length. Rudzik in the 3rd spot, Kemp in 4th. While they're battling, you look out, almost contact there for the 2nd spot, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like Rudzik and Hoffman made a little bit of contact for 2nd. That allowed Matt Kemp in the 5 car to reel in the 3rd and 2nd place runners. Kemp going to go around the outside of Rudzik to move up into 3rd.
While they're all battling each other, those top 4, here comes Nichols. Here comes the 1A of Eric Hoffman. As they have caught the lead 4 cars, it's now a 7-car battle at the top of the field.
And Schlater still leads now. Battle still raging for that 3rd spot as Kemp continues to try to work the high side around the 5, or around the 17 of Greg Rudzik. He has it at the line. 5 laps to go here, 15 in.
And Tatro there at the end of that lead group. But so far, Schlater able to hold off the challenges. Not quite keeping it at the bottom, just maybe about a bottom and a half up from where the yellow line would be. Now Kemp going to slice and dice. He moves to the inside. He's going to get by the 97 of Hoffman. He'll move into the 2nd position, and here comes lap traffic.
Hoffman not rolling over yet, though. He still tried to make the outside work. Looks like now he's going to have to tap out as Kemp gets to the back of Schlater, who's trying to negotiate lap traffic, not having the easiest go of it as he works around the 182 of Jennifer Akers.
Akers gets out of the way. Again, Kemp looked to the inside. Now he swings it to the high side. Schlater doing what he can. Kemp trying to get the run from out of turn number 2. Couldn't get it done. He falls a car length back. He'll dive back into turn number 3 and try to get to the back bumper of your leader. White flag in the air.
Kemp once again shows him the nose off of turn 4, but Schlater doing a great job parking the bus in that number 92. Leaves a little bit of an opening off of turn 2. Kemp tried to make a move but had to get on the brakes. Looks like he's going to lose the momentum. He'll have one last shot off at turn 4. Your winner's going to be Steve Schlater Jr. Matt Kemp second, Troy Hoffman third, Greg Rudzik fourth, and Eric Hoffman completes your top 5. All right, a wire-to-wire race for our friends in the Dwarf Cars on their 30th anniversary schedule. They'll be in action next on Thursday, July 4th over at the Kalamazoo Speedway. We'll have them back here at Owasso on July 27th. So a very busy stretch of races coming up here as they also head the following day after Kalamazoo to Corrigan Oil Speedway, Berlin Raceway, all before we see him back here at the Big O. But Steve Schlater Jr. in the 92 picks up the big win, and he'll get to talk to our very own Roger Williams down in Victory Lane.
Well, after all the numerous caution-filled features we've had over the past few weeks, we get this one. Green a checkered 20 laps, and Schlater Jr. the one that comes out on top as he climbs out of the car. 2-hour rain delay, you get in the car, you guys go caution-free, and boy, you had a hornet's nest behind you. Talk about how hard it was to keep those competitors behind you.
Well, for this old man, it was hard. You know, I saw him on the outside of me a couple times, and I just did what I could to hold my line and keep digging hard.
First one of the season, so you got to be happy. This is going to be a good stretch run, I would assume, for you here.
I hope so. I hope this is the beginning. So.
Why don't you go ahead and thank everyone that makes this car go fast for you?
Well, first of all, I need to thank Dave Hill's Meat Market. They, they've been on board with me for years with the modifieds and now into this, and Shamrock Leatherworks, R&M Towing. Keith Barker, he wasn't able to be here to race tonight, but that man sets his car up, and I give him a lot of the credit. So my stepdad Pops, he's back here. Mike Stewart, Dean Spangler, my girlfriend Lisa's back home. We got a new puppy last week, and she's taking care of that. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations, man. Enjoy the win, man. You guys get out of here early tonight.
Awesome. I got my granddaughter's birthday parties tomorrow, so. It's good to get out of here.
Well, enjoy it. One more time, how about it for Steve Schlater Jr.? And if I remember correctly, with the changes we've had to the schedule, I believe we've got a must-see racing light feature event coming up next.
I'm Jeff Gordon, and you're watching Racing America.
The UARA Nationals Super Late Models return to Berlin Raceway Wednesday night, August 7th for the Tecton 250 Battle at Berlin. Come see the best super late models in the country as they go for $40,000 to win in one of the biggest grassroots events of the year. It's the Tecton 250 Battle at Berlin, paying $40,000 to win Wednesday night, August 7th at Berlin Raceway. For more information, go to uararacing.com or catch it all on racingamerica.tv. This week on Racing America, it's NASCAR Stars versus Short Track Racing's Best. It all begins Thursday night at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as Josh Berry and Ross Chastain battle the local Music City Pro Late Model racers for 100 laps. Then Friday night, NASCAR Cup Series champion Kevin Harvick makes his debut at Five Flags Speedway as he challenges the Southern Super Series stars. It's a NASCAR versus Grassroots Battle Royal from Nashville and Five Flags, and you can see it all on racingamerica.tv.
Welcome to the home of all race fans, Racing America, live short track racing.
Looking for the green flag, and the Snowball Derby is underway.
Exclusive NASCAR Cup team content.
Enjoy competing with your teammates.
You already know.
Behind the scenes access.
Great car, puts on a great show. I'm excited about it.
Claim your front row seat to watch the excitement
Mission accomplished.
and drama.
Car lifts up in the air.
From grassroots to NASCAR, join us at the home for race fans everywhere.
You're watching Racing America right here on Racing America.
Racing America, it's in our DNA.
The must-see racing, world's fastest short-track cars are coming. See the wheel-to-wheel, high-speed action with the best drivers and teams from across the USA and Canada, competing at some of the finest racetracks in the country. Visit mustseeracing.com for schedule, news, and updates.
I'm Brad Keselowski, and you're watching Racing America.
Welcome to the home of all race fans, Racing America, live short track racing.
Looking for the green flag, and the Snowball Derby is underway.
Exclusive NASCAR Cup team content.
Enjoy competing with your teammates.
You already know.
Behind the scenes access.
Great car, puts on a great show. I'm excited about it.
Claim your front row seat to watch the excitement
Mission accomplished.
and drama.
Car lifts up in the air.
From grassroots to NASCAR, join us at the home for race fans everywhere.
You're watching Racing America right here on Racing America.
Racing America, it's in our DNA.
Communication is key in the racing world. When it comes to at-the-track communications, there is only one place to call. Racing Electronics is the #1 source for professional race communications worldwide. Over 20 years in the business proves their dedication to the sport. With every driver and crew communication, two-way radios and headsets, scanners and more, Racing Electronics is a one-stop communication source for all your motorsports needs. Before the green flag flies, make sure you have all your team communication gear from Racing Electronics. Stop by and see a Racing Electronics representative at the track near you. Visit their showroom in Concord, North Carolina, or order online at racingelectronics.com.
The Midwest's biggest pro late model race of the year takes center stage at Owasso Speedway on Saturday, August 3rd. The best of the JEGS CRA All-Stars battling out for short track supremacy and $15,000 to win in the 12th annual Masters of the Pros. Plus racing for pure stock, trucks, street stocks, and vintage modifieds. It's the 12th annual Masters of the Pros, paying $15,000 to win on Saturday, August 3rd. And you can see it only on racingamerica.tv.
Pavement Pounders covers all local to national pavement sprint car racing and everywhere across the globe. The news, stories, results, and perspectives on what's happening behind the scenes with your host, David Sink. Pavement Pounders.
And quickly getting everybody situated here as we are set to go. Final car to be fired here, going to be the number 11 of Series rookie Rick Witchner. And that is going to have all cars fired for tonight's main event. Nate Rowe on the flag stand getting set to go as we fasten our seatbelts here. With all cars fired, field now going to start to take its proper position in single file formation. Field is aligned in single file formation as we get set to go. Charlie Bauer again going to start from pole for the third time in his must-see racing career. Next time by, they'll give the lights out for warm-up laps, 2 laps, no lights, no flag. Just basically a shakedown period for our drivers to be set to go for tonight's main event.
A couple notes here real quick. Last call on 50-50 tickets. If you are driving a maroon Honda Pilot, license plate E like Echo, P like Paul, X like X-ray, 1636, your dog is in your car and it is panting and does not have any water, so please report to your vehicle and please get your dog. It's definitely not adequate weather conditions to have your dog in your car. Please go get your dog. Do the humane thing. It's not cool to do that.
Here we go. Tonight's 30-lap Maximo Racing Oil's main event lineup looks like this again. Charlie Bauer on the pole alongside Josh Sexton, row 2, Andrew Bogus and J.J. Hennis. Cody Galogli and J.D. Evans on row number 3. Row 4, Matt Double and the 9 of Luke Crick. And then Rick Witchner and Brandon Trigembo on the tail. So field is aligned properly 2 by 2. Race fans, at this time, I'd ask that you all get up on your feet. Wave your hats, wave your hands, wave your babies if you got them. Just don't drop them. But say thank you to these drivers who have stepped stuck out a rain delay to put on a show for you. Owasso Speedway, make some noise for the must-see racing Midwest Lights. Field will get the 1-to-go signal from Chief Starter Nate Rowe right here. Of note, that blue cone at the base of the exit of Turn 4 is the must-see racing start cone. You cannot make any passing moves until your car physically passes where that cone is sitting on the racetrack. Next time by will be green. Charlie Bauer looking for career win number 1. Josh Sexton looking for career win number 2 on the front row. Cody Galogli starting from 5th, looking to begin his pursuit of a 3rd straight title. It all starts right here at the Big O. Must-see racing Midwest Lights action at Owasso Speedway is green. And it's not going to stay green. Houston, race control was not happy with that start. Chris Phoebe.
No, they were not at all.
That was Charlie Bauer got going and nobody else really did.
Well, you know, you have that, especially after these long rain delays. Those drivers have been sitting there for a while just thinking about this start. So you get to that moment, and then sometimes you're just wound a little bit too tight.
Little over anxious there. Must-see racing competition director Brent Seelman giving them the recap on what they should have done versus what they did do over the Receiver one-way communication system. Again, they get the 1-to-go signal. We'll try this one more time for 30 laps. Charlie Bauer, Josh Sexton, row 1. Andrew Bogus, J.J. Hennis, row 2. Cody Galogli, J.D. Evans, row 3. Matt Double, Luke Crick, row 4. Brandon Trigembo, Rick Witchner, row 5. 10 cars, 30 laps, the season opener for the Must-see Racing Midwest Lights at Owasso Speedway. Take 2, off turn 4, we're green. Field 3, 4 wide, down to turn number 1. J.J. Hennis all the way around the outside to the lead as everybody scatters through the corner. Contact, Andrew Bogus holds on to it. Battle for second. Cody Galogli to the inside. J.J. Hennis leads lap 1. Galogli is there off 2.
What a big move by Hennis there, Jacob. He just took him right to the outside, drove right by like they were standing still.
And it's funny, Chris, because I was talking to J.J. in the pit area during the rain delay, and he said that exact thing. He said, I want to start first. I want to pass them all on the outside. He called his shot. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah, that he definitely did. He's already led 3 laps on the trot here, jumped out to about 1.5 second lead.
Oh, caution. Turn 4, trouble. J.D. Evans spins from the 9th position and brings out the yellow with 3 laps complete. So J.D. Evans goes around, stops sideways in the middle of turn number 4, and you thought the first restart was fun. Put J.J. Hennis and Cody Galogli on the front row for a restart? Oh, boy. you ain't seen nothing yet, as they say.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's 2 of the very best in these cars. And
Absolutely.
They're going to be lined up pretty much head-to-head here on the restart. It's going to be a good one here. We still only have 3 laps in, 27 to go.
Well, and that's the big thing here. It's funny that we mention how this is working out because I've had Cody's young son Blaine, or stepson Blaine, who's been shadowing us in the Racing America broadcast booth here this evening, and certainly excited as, you know, Blaine's a fine quarter midget racer in his own right, and Cody keeps talking maybe at some point soon we'll see Blaine in the sprint car, but I mean, this has been the battle the last 3 years in this series. you've seen it, Chris. I've seen it. J.J. Hennis versus Cody Galogli. You said it. They're the two best in these crate sprint cars since 2021. And I would argue that what makes that so much fun is they race each other hard, but the two of them have so much respect for one another, you almost never will see a bumper laid from one to the other.
And, you know, it's a little bit of a bummer. We're not going to get to see what they would have done yesterday at Corrigan Oil Speedway on the tight little bull ring. But on this track, it's a little bit bigger. They can let it eat a little bit more, and I think it's going to be a really cool, fast-paced battle we have going here.
And I'm going to say don't count out Andrew Bogus from third either. Bogus has certainly shown speed in these Midwest Lights over the last couple of years as well. And over the long haul, he's proven often to have a good race car. So we will see. Now, the key here is as they come around to the flag stand, this time by, they will get the leader, J.J. Hennis, will get to choose his lane. If he chooses inside, the odd position cars go to the inside, which he does. The even position cars go to the outside. So it's a typical start for now. We could see, though, later in the race, Chris, if the outside lane starts to get some grip, maybe you see the leader on a later restart take the outside.
Well, I mean, look at what we saw off the initial start. That goes to show that you can use that outside groove very effectively if needed. All right, so field gets the one-to-go signal. We'll be getting ready to go back to green here in just one more lap.
Hennis and Galogli going to lead this field back to green, and race control reminding them they've already had their one warning on the initial start, so if anybody gets called for a jump from here on, they get Dr. Rowe, which is not what you want. But Hennis knows how to do this. He's one of the few drivers that have been with this series every race since it started. Green flag. Bogus tries to go 3 wide to the bottom of the racetrack. Can't do it. Hennis to the lead. Galogli's there off 2. Battle for the lead down the back straightaway. Hennis by a car length. Galogli down next to the rumble strips. J.J. Hennis holds the lead.
Bogus tried to go for the inverse of what Hennis did on the initial start, taking him to the inside a little bit early. Didn't quite have the smoke for it right off the bat. And Charlie Bauer in that number 23, he's had some struggles off of the starts here. He gave up a couple more spots off of the restart.
That car is pushing through the corners. It is not wanting to stay on the bottom of the racetrack very well at all. And Bauer from the pole has already fallen back to the 5th position and may be in danger of losing that, as he has got rookie Luke Crick all over his back bumper. Luke in that 9 car, he may be new to these crate sprint cars, Chris, but we know the name Luke Crick in the state of Michigan, 3-time track champion at Kalamazoo Speedway.
Yeah, exactly. He came up in some of the toughest divisions at a couple really tough little short tracks in Kalamazoo and Galesburg Speedway. So Luke knows the kind of elbows out driving that you can do in a fendered car, but he's a driver that in those circuits was known to have a little bit of finesse under his belt, so he could probably hang with him in a sprint car, and he's doing a good job showing himself this early on.
Caution flag waves. We got one slow and got stuck, did J.D. Evans on the top of the exit ramp. Brings out the caution flag with 8 of 30 laps rather in the books.
Yeah, and unfortunately J.D. Evans' day goes from bad to worse. Already had the spin down in turn 4, draws the 2nd caution when he ends up beached on the crest of turn 2. So field getting lined back up in order. Had a couple cars that were kind of cycled in there by the time the caution fell, so we'll get them moved around to the back of the field. Thus far, looks like the 38 of Evans, the only car we've lost right now, with 8 in, 22 to go here.
And one thing I didn't notice in all that chaos, the 1 of Brandon Tregembo has found his way to the 4th position after starting on the tail. Tregembo has done a really nice job coming up through the field. He's only making his 2nd series start tonight. And J.J. Hennis again elects the inside lane. He's had some good grip off the bottom lane of the racetrack on these couple of restarts so far. So I'd say until it doesn't work, Chris, you ought to keep doing what you're doing, right?
I'm really excited to see what Andrew Bogus does, though. He
thought about 3 wide on that restart.
Exactly. He thought about it, timed it almost perfect, wasn't quite able to hang on, but I think if he's able to catch him at just the right time, I think that move has some merit.
So again, the battle is Hennis and Gologly on the front row. Tregembo from the outside of row 2 could be interesting. He's a rookie, but he's fast. So we shall see into turn number 3. 22 laps to go. Back underway.
Ooh.
Oh, Bogus got way loose off the corner. And 3 wide comes Josh Sexton for the 5th spot. And makes it stick off turn 4. Trying to go now for 4th on Tregembo. What a move by the 51 there to pick up 2 spots.
Absolutely. Poor Charlie Bauer gets swallowed up on another one of those restarts and falls a little bit further back in the running order. And at the front of the field, it's more of the same. J.J. Hennis, Cody Gologly still pacing the field, and I don't think those two are just going to take it easy here for the rest of this one.
No, but if I'm Cody Gologly and I know I can stay with JJ, I'm not going to try to burn up everything I got right now because we still got 19 laps to go in this main event. A lot of time left. Battle for 4th is on. Here comes Sexton with a big run to the inside of Brandon Tregembo.
Oh,
they get together. Sexton saves it and still gets the spot at the line. Are you kidding me?
That had absolutely no business working, but it did.
What a move.
And the one car going to take the moment to catch his breath, allowing Sexton to get through.
Oh, traffic. Rick Wichner. Oh, my goodness. They ran up on him pretty quick, but both the leaders get through. Gologly's lurking as we come to halfway next time by. Chris, if I'm J.J. Hennis, I'm sitting here going, okay, I know there's going to be a challenge. When is it going to come?
Exactly, and that's what Gologly wants. He wants Hennis to know that he's there, but doesn't want him to know when he's going to strike.
So 15 laps down, 15 to go. The order looks like this. Hennis leading, Gologly 2nd, Andrew Bogus 3rd, Josh Sexton 4th, Lucas Crick 5th, Brandon Tregembo 6th, Charlie Bauer 7th, Matt Double 8th, Rick Wichner in 9th. And Hennis and Gologly separated by about 6 car lengths as they work through 3 and 4. And they're coming up on traffic, the Matt Double machine, and this is where it always gets a little sketchy because you got to make sure you catch lap traffic at the right time, Chris. Otherwise, you lose your momentum, and whoever's behind you can pounce.
That's right. That's the case for both crate and 410 sprint car racing. There is a disparity in speed between the front and the back of the field. So it's going to be managing that lap traffic and managing when you catch that lap traffic. Oftentimes, it's really easy to get caught out by a car that's 2 or 3 seconds slower than you.
11 laps to go, and the gap's still about 6 car lengths as Gologly stays to the outside. He is not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. 10 laps to go. Hennis inside Tregembo. Next on the agenda would be Charlie Bauer running in 6th. And one car sparking on the bottom of the racetrack. I'm not sure if Rick Wichner may have clipped the rumble strip there going into turn 1.
No, he's got something dragging. I noticed it going into turn 3 also.
He has definitely got something dragging, Chris. You're right. A lot of sparks there down the front straightaway. Battle is on for 4th place. Luke Crick just got around Josh Sexton for position. And Cody Gologly has really fallen off all of a sudden as J.J. Hennis is driving away. 7 to go, and what was a 6/10 of a second lead, now all of a sudden is 4.7 seconds. Galogly is now falling into the clutches of Andrew. Galogly's got a problem. He's just trying to hang on, Chris. I think something is up with that race car.
Yeah, he had no problem keeping with Hennes earlier on, and now all of a sudden he's dropping back and at a very rapid pace, giving up second spot to Andrew Bogus now with 5 laps to go.
I think he's going to be able to hold on to a podium, but whatever went evil on Galogly's car, it went evil in a hurry because J.J. Hennis has run away. Andrew Bogus now in second, but he is all of 5.5 seconds back, with Hennis now 3 laps away from a victory.
Yeah, we're in the final few laps of this one. As Hennis comes back around, he'll see 2 to go. And a very healthy margin now over second place as Andrew Bogus comes back around to the line. Almost
healthy margin, and he may be able to cruise from here as he comes to the white flag. Final time around here in Owasso for J.J. Hennis. The driver who won the inaugural series championship is going to open the account this season with a victory off turn 4. J.J. Hennis to victory lane in Midwest Lights competition here at Owasso.
And the rest of the field kind of stringing across the line. Bogus going to come home in second. Cody Galogly third. Good debut for Luke Crick in the 9 car, comes home 4th. Charlie Bauer hangs on for a top 5. All right, Jacob's going to make his way down to get a word with our victors.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to climb out of the car, make some noise for tonight's must-see racing Midwest Lights feature winner, J.J. Hennis. They're getting him a water bottle. It's been humid today here at Owasso, but checkered flag, water bottle, a hug from Sawyer Stout. Those two have been longtime friends. Everybody's shuffling everything over here. Come on around, JJ. Inaugural series champion, you and Cody have had this back and forth war going on the last couple of years. You wanted to open the account with dominant fashion tonight. Tell me about that drive, because I would say that's as good a car as you've had in this field in a while.
Yeah, for sure. Cody and me were both always fast, the guys to beat, for sure. The last year he started off with 2 wins in the season. That's just hard to come back from. Hopefully they get to win the first race this year. We'll be able to start off good and stronger. I know that about halfway through the race, I started looking at the water temp gauge. It started blinking at me, screaming. hold on all the way through the race. Obviously it did, but it's not living life.
You got it done. Is this the kind of start, you mentioned it, Cody opened with 2 wins last year, and it's just hard to come back from that, like you said. You wanted to not be in a hole. Is this the kind of start you were looking for?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, every win you get helps you out. Running in the back isn't get you anywhere, so you got to try and win everything.
What was the challenge tonight? Obviously, didn't have a lot of laps, lost qualifying, lost heats. Was there any sketchiness, any nervousness going into the feature?
Yeah, for sure. We had not the greatest car in hot laps. It was tight all day. Then we lost qualifying and heat race. We were going to try some things, so we just threw everything at it and hoped for the best. Obviously, it worked.
Make it, JJ.
There's all kinds of people to thank: Mom, Dad, Grandma, Sawyer Stout for coming out here and helping us today. Graver Machine Tool, Perfection Fabricators, Sips and Such, Rhonda J at Hard Hand Realty, Gary's Body Shop, Miller's Home Title, Slow Pit, One Nation Slow Pitch. I think that's everybody.
J.J. Hennis, the inaugural champion, is back in victory lane. He takes it home here tonight at Owasso. Coming up on Racing America, the Must-See Racing Perfect National Sprint Car Series still to come here at Owasso Speedway.
And for those of you that purchased 50/50 tickets, we're going to be drawing the winner for that one immediately following the Must-See Racing National Sprint Car event. So that'll be after our next race. We'll draw the winning 50/50 ticket. So we got 40 laps coming up next of sprint car action. Then after that, we'll jump into the late model Sportsman. Going 40 laps, then 25 laps for the pure stocks. We appreciate you guys braving the weather with us here at the Owasso Speedway. Your patience is very much appreciated, and you're definitely getting rewarded with some good racing action here at the Big O. And we have plenty of more racing action coming up throughout the 2024 season. Coming up next week is going to be the return of the Valley Truck Center Modifieds, and also a visit from the Vintage Racers of America in the Vintage Modified class. Then coming up July 6th, our 4th of July holiday weekend, we celebrate former Pure Stock Track champion Kevin Atkins with the running of the Kevin Atkins Memorial for the Pure Stocks, and also we'll have the M&K Truck Center Late Model Sportsman in action that night as well. On July 13th, we bring back the Modifieds for day one of a doubleheader weekend. Then the following day, Sunday, July 14th, will be Destruction Overload number 3. And then a big one coming up the week after that, Saturday, July 20th, the Camp Owasso 100, paying some tribute to our history here at the Speedway as a POW camp and honoring our POWs on that day as well. That's Saturday, July 20th, Camp Owasso 100, featuring race number 3 for the Owasso 500 series, featuring the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Models. And that's the next few events coming up here at the Big O. Also, we have lucky number programs for sale down at the souvenir stand. Just a couple bucks for a pretty prime program there. A lot of work went into that over the off season. So, getting the pictures taken, victory lane ceremonies finished up for the must-see Midwest Light Sprints before we get ready to roll into our 40-lap National Sprint Series coming up.
Welcome to the home of all race fans, Racing America, live short track racing.
Looking for the green flag, and the Snowball Derby is underway.
Exclusive NASCAR Cup team content.
Enjoy competing with your teammates.
You already know.
Behind the scenes access.
Great car, puts on a great show. I'm excited about it.
Claim your front row seat to watch the excitement
Mission accomplished.
and drama.
Car lifts up in the air.
From grassroots to NASCAR, join us at the home for race fans everywhere.
You're watching Racing America right here on Racing America.
Racing America, it's in our DNA.
Communication is key in the racing world. When it comes to at-the-track communications, there is only one place to call. Racing Electronics is the #1 source for professional race communications worldwide. Over 20 years in the business proves their dedication to the sport. With every driver and crew communication, two-way radios and headsets, scanners and more, Racing Electronics is a one-stop communication source for all your motorsports needs. Before the green flag flies, make sure you have all your team communication gear from Racing Electronics. Stop by and see a Racing Electronics representative at the track near you. Visit their showroom in Concord, North Carolina, or order online at racingelectronics.com.
The Midwest's biggest pro late model race of the year takes center stage at Owasso Speedway on Saturday, August 3rd. The best of the JEGS CRA All-Stars battling out for short track supremacy and $15,000 to win in the 12th annual Masters of the Pros. Plus racing for pure stock, trucks, street stocks, and vintage modifieds. It's the 12th annual Masters of the Pros, paying $15,000 to win on Saturday, August 3rd. And you can see it only on racingamerica.tv.
Perfect engine parts at any speed. Perfect stocks a full line of internal engine components for domestic and import passenger car, light truck, heavy duty, industrial, marine, agricultural, and performance applications, offering a wide range of choices with the best known engine part brands and its own performance products under the Engine Pro label. This enables engine builders to offer quality products at a moderate price to keep racing affordable so the racers can do what they do best. Win races. Perfect engine parts at any speed. Call 616-247-6572 or visit perfit-parts.com.
Chris, I think they can be louder than that. Can they be louder than that?
Oh, they can definitely be louder than that.
Owasso Speedway, are you ready? It is now time for our 40-lap must-see racing sprint car main event. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your starting lineup. Starting out back in 15th tonight from Montpelier, Ohio, in car number 11G is Tom Guerin. Tom Guerin in the Log Road Motocross. Number 11G starting 15th. Outside row number 7 from Richwood, Ohio, in the Kirby Auto Parts Wasserbeck Speed Shop. Marion, Ohio, Coliseum Racing, J&J Chassis. Number 72S, Joe Speakman. Joe Speakman in the 72S starting 14th to his inside from Bangor, Michigan in the Flint Trucking Robert Steel Erection. Number 26, it's National Sprint Car Hall of Famer and 3-time Little 500 champion Jeff Bloom. Jeff Bloom in car 26 starting 13th tonight. Starting outside row number 6 from Kent City, Michigan in the Wolverine Racing, Bailey Racing Engines, Yak Graphics, Benson Speed Equipment, ADPT Save a Life. Number 44, the Double Deuce, Teddy Alberts. Teddy Alberts in 44, starting 12th to his inside from Nelsonville, Ohio in the UNOH, Bennick Enterprises, Valley Bank, Beaver-built chassis, Claxton Racing Engines. Number 85, the Smoke Show, Rick Hawley. Rick Hawley in 85, starting 11th. Outside row number 5, starting 10th tonight from Tampa, Florida, the Wheelo Industrial, Brakes Total Performance, Dutton Safer Fencing, PSI Technologies, NGK Spark Plugs, AP Driver Development, Hurricane Chassis. Number 55, it's Top Gun Tommy Nichols. Tommy Nichols in 55, starting 10th to his inside from Dover, Florida in the Statham Construction, Superior Bearing and Supply, Northside Propane of Tampa, Innovative Racecraft, Circus Time Ice Cream, Diablo Chassis, Gressman Racing Engines. Number 59X, John Inman. John Inman in 59X, starting 9th. Outside row number 4, starting 8th tonight from Union City, Michigan in the Harry's Transmission, Bailey Racing Engines, L&L Fire Protection, Musselman's Detail Shop, Stickney Racing Team number 99, Dorman Snyder. Dorman Snyder in 99, starting 8th. To his inside, your fast qualifier from Tampa, Florida, now living in Lebanon, Indiana, the Sunshine Trailer Park, SRI of Indianapolis, Indy Powder Coating, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Penske Racing Shocks, Manica's Performance Parts, Rudolph Racing Special, number 68, Jolton Joe Ligori. Joe Ligori in 68, starting 7th. Outside row number 3 tonight from Bushnell, Florida in the Rural Hill Farm TTI Machine Boyd's Racing Engines. Dayton Andrews Dodge L&L Fire Protection. Jernigan and Sons Fatback Racing Engines. Beast Chassis. Number 18, Shane Butler. Shane Butler in the 18, starting 6 to his inside from Langley, British Columbia, Canada. 5-time NSRA champion, 3-time Daffodil Cup winner, and 2-time NST Sprint Car champion in the Ram Engineering Midwest, Fuller Life Water Company, Landrum Performance Springs, Dick Myers Racing, number 50M, the Mopar Missile, Aaron Willison. Aaron Willison in the 50M starting 5th. Outside row number 2, starting 4th tonight from Litchfield, Michigan, the reigning Must-See Racing National Sprint Car Series champion in the Bingham Farm Special, Accurate Inspections LLC, Thirsty Bird Bar and Kitchen, Dowker Engines, Diablo Chassis, Steel Performance, number 42, Jason Blonde. Jason Blonde in the 42, starting 4th. Starting 3rd tonight from Huron, Ohio, in the Graziano Electric, Loris Printing Midwest Equipment Company, Gathering Grounds, Coffee House, Horvath Roofing, Central Basin Bait and Tackle, Rooted at Home, Signal Filters, Rocket, Chassis, Griffs Racing Engines, number Z10, Kevin Mingus. Kevin Mingus, the reigning Must-See Racing National Rookie of the Year, starts 3rd. Outside the front row tonight from Dayton, Ohio, in the White Hair Racing, Illinois Power Sports, Feed My Starving Children, Print Loop, Custom Wearables, Finney's Electric, Stealth Chassis, number 7, it's Bobby Komisarski. Bobby K starting 2nd out right off his best career finish 2 weeks ago at Lancaster Speedway in New York. And on the pole tonight from Lorain, Ohio, the 2022 Must-See Racing Sprint Car Champion. In the IBT Motorsports, Greber Machine and Tool, Perfection Fabricators, Elite K911, Brian Brewer Trucking, Star Customs and Restorations, Corky's Place Karaoke, number 9S, Chargin' Charlie Schultz. Charlie Schultz in the 9S on the pole. Those are your cars and stars getting set to go for 40 laps tonight here at Owasso Speedway. Race fans, at this time, I'm going to ask you for some help. Help me make some noise. We're going to count down from 5. When we get to 1, these push trucks are going to get our field underway. Race fans, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push trucks, send them away. And just like that, cars are firing for tonight's 40-lap main event. And the call over the Raceiver one-way communication system is that Joe Speakman in the 72S has a issue that is going to put him to the work area. So he was already starting on the back of his file anyway, so he's not going to lose a position by going to the work area, but obviously hoping it's something that he can rectify, Chris, to start tonight's main event.
Yeah, he doesn't have a ton of time left to get whatever issue he has solved, so it's going to be tough going for the 72. They're going to have to thrash on that to get it back onto the track.
All other cars have fired, so we'll start to get everybody in their proper order now. There's Charlie Schultz. Sitting here looking around going, I know the 9S is here somewhere. Hiding off turn 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, for it being a big open racetrack, confined by the walls, it sure is easy to lose a car around here.
All right, so we have a good single file order, Chris, and Joe Speakman, it sounds like it is a fixable issue, so he'll tag the tail once he's ready to go. They've got, I believe that's Joe's son Braden and a couple other people over there thrashing on the car already.
Yeah, looks like they're walking away, so they'll send the push truck, get Speakman underway, and he'll tag onto the back of the field.
Almost makes you wonder if they had maybe a fuel nozzle plugged to where it wasn't wanting to fire. That's purely speculation on my part, eyeballing it from up here. But one of those things where it seems like it was a relatively easy fix, and that's one of those things where either oftentimes a fuel nozzle being plugged or maybe an electrical issue can be those quick fixes. And they're pushing Joe off. And survey says it is not firing.
Yeah, by this point, normally they've driven away from the bumper of the push truck, so not looking great.
Houston, we have no power. Tough break for Joe Speakman if he's not able to start tonight. He likes this place. Joe's one of those journeyman racers that maybe not always contends for a top 5, but boy, he does the best with the budget that he's got, and he's always enjoyed coming here to Owasso Speedway. So he'll push back to the work area, it looks like, and not sure if there's anything else they can do to aid it or not.
Well, that's the racer's mentality. You know, just give me a couple seconds. I'll get it going.
And then when a couple seconds go by, if it doesn't get going, you're just that much more gutted.
Exactly. Yeah, you can feel the desperation beginning to ramp up over in the work area over off of turn 2 as they try to get that car in shape to fire off. But if
this is getting set maybe to be a big night here. I mean, when you consider Charlie Schultz is starting on the pole, he popped a motor in the season opener at Berlin a month ago, and Charlie has not been to victory lane in must-see competition since May of last year at Bertrand Speedway. He's riding a winless drought now, Chris, of more than a year. That is not normal for the 2022 champion by any stretch. So for Charlie, he's hoping this turns into a big night.
Yeah, when you go from being the guy that wins pretty regularly and you go on a stretch like that to immediately doubt starts to creep in. Because as they say, you never know when you've won your last race.
Absolutely.
So there's always that little gremlin in the back of your head that's telling you, oh, maybe we're on the downslope here.
Anybody that knows Charlie knows he is not on the back end of his career time-wise by any stretch of the imagination. He's as motivated. Actually, coming into this year, Charlie's probably as motivated as I've ever seen him, and that's not just because he and wife Debbie are now engaged and planning a wedding. Or fiance Debbie, sorry.
Well, they got one more step before that.
They're working on the wife part. Debbie, we love you. I'm overexcited tonight.
Oh, and planning a wedding can take a lot of your focus away too, and that sometimes makes it a little harder in the driver's seat as well.
Tonight's a 4,000 to win feature, as Debbie said. Charlie, go out and win the feature. We need money for the wedding.
Yeah, there you go. Up the wedding fund a little bit.
So it looks like Joe Speakman, unfortunately, not going to be able to start tonight. Meanwhile, warm-ups. This time by, they'll turn the lights out, Nate Rowe will, and we'll get 2 laps to shake down the cars before we double them up. Caution lights blink back on. And the field will begin to shift from single file to rows of 2. And before we go green, want to say thank you to the title sponsor of the Must See Racing National Sprint Car Series, Perfit Engine Parts at Any Speed. Perfit has been serving engine builders, machine shops, speed shops, and parts stores for more than 40 years, and their multiple warehouse locations, knowledgeable staff, and extensive on-hand parts and supply inventory saves engine builders time and money. Perfit can also provide bulk ordering and private label programs. If you're an engine shop in the domestic, import, heavy-duty, agricultural, industrial, marine, or high-performance racing market, let the experts at Perfit help you finish first. Call 616-247-6572 or visit perfit-parts.com. Perfit, proud sponsor of the Must See Racing National Sprint Car Series. Coming to 1 to go this time by for the Must See Racing National Sprint Cars. The blue cone position is where they go at. They cannot pass before the cone. Kevin Mingus and Jason Blond, row 2. Aaron Willison, Shane Butler, row 3. Joe Ligori, Dorman Snyder, row 4. Then John Inman and Tommy Nichols, Rick Holly and Teddy Alberts, Jeff Bloom and Tom Guerin. Into turn 3 and 4. Race 3 of the Must See Racing Sprint Car season is green. Big move down into turn number 1, and around the outside comes Jason Blond. Battle for the lead. Schultz has it. Blond wants it in turn 3. Jason Blond way to the outside of the racetrack. Blond from 4th to 1st on lap 1. What a move by Jason Blond.
And Jason
Blond to the
is
lead. Aaron Willison back there in a hornet's nest, almost contact, Chris. There were about 5 cars going for 1 spot in turn number 3. Somehow they all escape, and here comes Willison to 4th.
Yeah, that 50M machine. Oh, looks like the 18 actually has a front wing a little bit misplaced.
Oh, and there's contact. Shane, I knew there was contact somewhere. Shane Butler, the nose wing of that car is all sorts of jacked up on the 18. He is hanging on to fourth, but that nose wing is all cocked out of place. Kevin Mingus goes by for the fourth spot now.
Yeah, that's
Lagori goes
hurt
by
the
for
aerodynamics
fifth.
of the 18.
Komisarski back there at 7. Here comes Aaron Wilson second with Charlie Schultz. Schultz says no on that lap. Working lap number 6, Willison, high side. Willison takes second away.
He's made a long...
The reigning series champion has the lead, but Aaron Willison is a man on a mission. The British Columbia, Canada native has closed it down to 2 car lengths in just 7 laps. For the lead, Willison to the outside makes it look easy in 1 and 2. New leader on lap number 8 is Aaron Willison. And that Dick Myers prepared number 50 car, Chris, you and I both know it, is a missile here at Owasso Speedway. Every time it shows up, Aaron Willison has driven from 5th to the top spot.
He's won some of the biggest money races in asphalt sprint car racing. Made a long haul to be with us here today, Jacob. And he's looking to make it count as he looks to take Dick Myers back to victory lane here at Owasso.
9 laps in, and Willison really starting to open things up now. As Kevin Mingus is closing on Charlie Schultz in a battle for 3rd. Mingus having a tremendous run early on tonight. 11 laps in, and that 3rd spot's about to be a 3-car battle. Schultz has it, but Mingus and Lagori both want it. And 1 car to the infield, that's Tom Guerin on lap number 12. Guerin pulls to the infield and out of this race. A 2.5-second lead for Aaron Willison as he's working traffic now. And here comes Mingus on Schultz. Lagori on both of them. And Charlie just really playing a defensive line right now. Shane Butler takes his car out of the race. Tough break for Butler. Meanwhile, Aaron Willison around the outside of Jeff Bloom. Willison gonna lap Bloom as the battle for 3rd is still raging between Schultz, Mingus, and Lagori. And a lot of dirty air right now. Where do you go? Oh, and Mingus a big run on Schultz in turn number 3. 3 laps away from halfway. Schultz has 3rd. Mingus and Laguri are trying to wrestle it away. Charlie Schultz and working around John Inman. It is a hornet's nest right now. Aaron Willison in a lot of clear racetrack right now. Next time by, halfway, it'll be 20 complete and 20 to go. Chris, it's been a little procedural for the lead, but this battle for, I can't take my eyes off that battle for 3rd. Mingus, here comes Lagori for 4th now, inside of Kevin Mingus. Oh, Schultz spins to the infield. Wow.
Yeah, that was a very uncharacteristic, looked like maybe an error by the 9 car. Not something you see out of Charlie Schultz very often.
No, you could tell the car was getting looser on him. But I mean, he was doing a yeoman's job to hang on up, and it was good up until it finally stepped out on him there in turn number 4, and around Schultz went. Impressive job by both Laguri and Mingus to avoid him right there, because they were right up on the Nerf bar when Charlie went around.
Yeah, these sprint cars don't allow for a lot of reaction time, so these guys had to be very clued in to make an avoiding move there.
Under caution, here's the running order. Aaron Willison leads, Jason Blond 2nd, Joe Lagori moves to 3rd, Kevin Mingus 4th, and Bobby Komisarski now in 5th. That's your top 5 with 20 of 40 laps complete here at Owasso. And they are going to... And because they took the lap, but the positions go back to the last completed lap, It's Kevin Mingus who holds third because he did not, the pass wasn't completed before the caution came out. So that's why it doesn't quite match what you see on my race pass at the moment, but that is the right call. So we're halfway home, but we still got 20 laps to go. And if I'm Aaron Willison, I mean, I'm happy I got the lead, but this race isn't over. Jason Blonde is so good at Owasso Speedway over the years. He's not going to go into the night quietly.
And we saw it off the initial start, Jacob. It's not like Jason Blonde is a slouch on these restarts.
No. I mean, we saw him go from 4th to 1st in 2 corners. Willison chooses the inside, so odd position cars to the bottom, even position cars to the top. 1 to go signal given. Nate Rowe gives them the 1 to go signal. They'll come back to green next time. Restart order is this: Willison and Blonde on the front row. Mingus and Liguri, row 2. Komisarski and Snyder, row 3. Then it's Schultz and Nichols, row 4. Row 5 is Inman and Holly, and Teddy Alberts on the tail. Back to the restart zone. Off turn 4. Underway. Blonde stays with him on the outside. Willison right across the nose. Here comes Blonde up the outside again. I told you, it's not over yet. Blonde doing everything he can to stay with him. Liguri took over 3rd. Here comes Blonde again, back to the outside. Sideways. Willison holds on. 22 in, 18 to go. And don't count out Joe Liguri either if we get another long run here. Charlie Schultz back to the inside looking for 6th place on Bobby Komisarski. Schultz makes the pass. Komisarski falls back to 7th. And Aaron Willison now starting to leg it out just a little bit. 16 laps to go. Liguri closing in on Jason Blonde in the battle for 2nd. I don't know that Liguri, Chris, has Aaron Willison's speed, but I do think Liguri is faster than Blonde right now.
Yeah, Liguri had the quickest lap in practice earlier today, Jacob, so he's shown some speed today.
And the question you ask is, when Liguri catches him now, what lane does he choose? As all of the top 4 right now, aside from Willison, are running 13.8. But Willison just absolutely gone right now. He is running 13.2s. That's not quite qualifying laps, but it's pretty darn close. 12 laps to go that time by. And Willison about to be back in traffic. Can Blonde hold on to 2nd, or will Liguri get there and take it away? Here comes Willison. Oh, almost a near moment with Teddy Alberts right there. Everybody hangs on to it. And this time by, it'll be 10 laps to go for your race leader. 30 in, 10 more to go. Willison back into traffic. Liguri right on the back bumper of Jason Blonde for 2nd. Eight more when leader Aaron Willison gets back to the line. He's got a 4-second advantage right now over Jason Blonde. Kevin Mingus has faded a bit in fourth. Liguri is not giving up on getting second away from Blonde. 7 laps to go. Bobby Komisarski takes his car to the infield. He'll be done for the night. Tough break for the White Hair Racing number 7. 6 5 laps to go for race leader Aaron Willison when they get back around. Battle for second behind him is getting good. Joe Liguri all over the rear Nerf bar of Jason Blonde, and they're coming into traffic as well. This could come down to the wire for the runner-up spot. Aaron Willison, though, is long gone, more than a straightaway ahead in search of his first career must-see racing feature win. And there's the battle for second in traffic. Here comes Liguri to the bottom of the racetrack, Blonde to the outside. Liguri was right there. 3 laps to go. Blonde loose again, Liguri to the inside. Liguri takes second, and Blonde's on the pace. Jason Blonde with an issue. He's done. Heartbreaker for Blonde. Two laps to go. White flag for your leader, Aaron Willison. That's how far ahead he is at this point. Willison has lapped all but the top 5. Off turn 4. First time feature winner for Dick Myers is Aaron Willison. Second, a long way back, is Joe Liguri. And for the first time on the podium, Kevin Mingus, a career best 3rd place finish. Remarkable run for the reigning Rookie of the Year. But tonight, all about Aaron Willison.
Well, a very popular car here at the Owasso Speedway finds itself in victory lane. It's been there here at the Big O many times with many different drivers. But for the first time, British Columbia's Aaron Willison takes it down to victory lane. And we'll throw things down to Jacob to get a word with our podium finishers.
He's going to come out of the car and go up top. How about it for Aaron Willison? Helmet will come off. I love me a good first-time winner, but this guy is one of the more entertaining characters I've had on this series over the years. Aaron, first off, welcome to Must See Victory Lane. When you hooked up with Dick Myers, the goal is exactly this: tell me what this car did to get the job done tonight.
Engineering put together an absolutely outstanding car. This thing for an old pale, she driving it. Had a lot of great opportunities here lately, and to come out and get my C in Michigan is fantastic.
I know it's never easy when you're starting 5th and trying to come forward to the lead, but you found something when you were going after Jason there. Walk me through the pass for the lead.
In the warm-up laps before the feature started, I got up there and felt around a little bit, and I was like, oh, this baby's good. They're going to get it. So I had that in my back pocket. As soon as the green flag fell, the 50M was on rails and rolling forward.
Thank yous, shout-outs. I know there's a lot of people probably watching on Racing America back home in Canada. Who do you need to give a thank you to?
Dick Byers for the opportunity to drive the 50M for him. It's been an honor, and my family's all watching at home. My wife Brittany, my daughter Audrey. So say hi to the family at home.
That's Aaron Willison. He is a first-time must-see racing feature winner here at Owasso Speedway. Break. I'm going to get out of the way. And we're walking there. Emily and Joe Ligori is. There's Emily. 7th to 2nd. You have said the inversion die doesn't necessarily like you, but good car. What were you missing to be Aaron Willison good tonight?
Is it working? Yeah, my seat bolted in that car. I don't know. They were clean air. He got to the front really quick. You lose.
We're trying to. There we go. We're trying to see if we can get it working here. And I know for you're wanting the points championship. Nights like this are good for that. But I know you're also wanting to get back to victory lane. Is this car close to where you want it to be?
Yeah, it's been in the past. That's for sure. Liski and I made a bunch of changes on this thing. I guess I've changed it. He did it all verbally over the phone. We got a lot better. We just got to get a tick better to be with him. You know, like I said, I used a lot more brake, and I thought I was going to, and the brake bias isn't quite where I want it, and I can't reach it to adjust it. So it was just kind of hang on and run. I figured we were probably second best car because we were a little bit better than Jason, especially when we got to catching the lap cars. I figured we were going to get underneath him, and then it looked like he broke. We just kind of last year's year I killed a tire, so the first 20 I just kind of rode, and I could keep everybody in my sight but Aaron there. So I figured with these, if I could still see second, we have a shot at it for sure. And then the yellow came out, and I was like, all right, well, it's time to go now. So got up on the wheel a little bit more because, like I said, I killed the tire here last time, and I don't want to do that again. Just we're not really points racing, but we're going to be at all the races, and whatever the points are at the end of the year, we'll worry about it then.
Who comes home as a runner-up here tonight at Owasso, and I'm going to see if we can drag Kevin over here so that my microphone doesn't cut out again. I as much as I like a first-time winner, I love a first-time podium too. Kevin, happy accident. I mean, this car had legitimate top 5 speed tonight. I know maybe weren't going to catch Jason before his issue, but still, I mean, for a family team, reigning Rookie of the Year, this is a huge night for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a whirlwind of a night with the rain and everything, and statistically, this has been our best track the last couple times we were here last year, so we just kind of took the notes that we had and reapplied them because we ran 6th here as our best finish to date. And yeah, was able to build on that all night, and it kind of helped us with the way how we finished in practice, with the way they did the invert tonight, with no qualifying with the weather. So everything kind of fell right into our favor. And yeah, we were, I feel, a tick faster than Jason, but I don't think we would have been able to get him without his issue.
What kind of confidence does this give you, your team? I mean, we knew you said coming into this year you wanted to be in the top 5 before the year was out. Well, it's race 3. You're in the top 5. Welcome to the conversation, my friend.
Oh, man, yeah. Not to mention the first races, we had DNFs due to electrical issues, both at Berlin and then again at Lancaster. So this is actually the first race we've been able to finish all season. So finally got all that stuff kind of figured out, and it's a massive confidence booster just from the fact of we know that we have our little team can go against these heavy hitters that have a little bit more budget than them. You know, we're not putting as many tires on as they are. So it's an awesome tribute to see just the hard work from everyone involved. I just get to be the lucky one to drive the car. It's everyone else behind the scenes that does all the work.
That's the Graziano Electric Horvath Roofing number Z10, Kevin Higgis. His podium, career best third here tonight at Owasso Speedway. And we're going to, he's all excited here on Racing America. So the podium's going to get their last celebrations over here, and we're going to kick it to the booth to finish things from the TV side. Thank you for tuning in. Still more to come here for race fans at Owasso. Thank you for tuning in. Going to be in 2 weeks at Bertrand Speedway on July 5th.
All right, I have your winning 50-50 ticket number. If you bought 50-50 tickets tonight, we've got a ticket worth $1,711 this evening. $1,711. Nice job. Ticket number. It's a yellow ticket. See, well, I didn't. You ask the colorblind guy what color ticket it is. It's a gray ticket. No, it's a yellow ticket. 047-35345.
I'm Kyle Larson, and you're watching Racing America.
Get up on your feet, race fans.
Can you believe it? Right now, racing, in my opinion, is as healthy as it's been in the last 15 to 20 years.
Just wanting to make that first lap.
The UARA Super Late Models make their first trip to Jennerstown Speedway Thursday night, July 11th, in the 7th Annual Motor Mountain Masters. Come see the best Super Late Models in the country for this special Thursday night show as they clash on the fast Jennerstown Half Mile as a part of the UARA National Series. It's the 7th Annual Motor Mountain Masters, Thursday night, July 11th at Jennerstown Speedway. For more information, go to UARA National on Facebook. Catch it on the home of UARA Racing. It's only on RacingAmerica.tv.
It's gotta be the wildest ride in the world.
We've not had anything like that before. The guys that run with me are coming to run, and we are all very thankful for that.
5-star bodies, the most advanced bodies on the market, aerodynamically engineered, manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials, tested tough for optimum performance. The highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looked so good. Faster, lighter, stronger, better. 5-star.
The Maxima Racing Oil Must-See Racing Midwest Light Series invade Corrigan Oil Speedway in Mason, Michigan for the first time on Friday, June 21st. Then move on to Owasso Speedway the next day, Saturday, June 22nd, for 2 days of high-speed action. Visit mustseeracing.com for event updates and information.
Buddy Head in the 46. He's going to try to pick up that $1,000 bonus from Kimball Midwest. If he can start dead last and make his way to first in 40 laps, Buddy Head will collect $1,000 extra.
Late model Sportsman, ready to rock and roll. 40 laps, like Chris said, on this beautiful night. By the way, Buddy Head is your point leader heading into today. He was also your fast qualifier with a 15.459 earlier this afternoon. Brandon Bark is second in points. He's 16 points back of Buddy Head, both of which have feature wins this season. Matt Hogan in the fifth is 58 points back. He's tied with Chris Munson for that third spot in the points. Jay Palumbo, 58 back in our season-long point standings for the Valley, or the M&K Truck Center Late Model Sportsman.
Hey, I'm not the only one that screwed it up tonight. But this has been quite a stretch for us, Roger. We've had 4 races here in the span of 7-8 days at this point. They all kind of run together, but 4 different racing events, 4 very different races we've had here.
Yeah, very much so. I was commenting to Rex during the must-see sprint race. I haven't seen this much rubber put down on the track in a while. You can really see it turn number 4.
Yeah.
That they put rubber down. So this it'll be real interesting to see how these cars handle now that we've got the excessive rubber on the speedway, whether or not it's going to be slick or if it's going to be grippy or what's going to happen here.
It does help when you race approximately 4,862 laps in an 8-day span.
Well, we had that rain, so coming from a green track.
It looks kind of gray to me.
It's all gray. And if you know where all gray is, if you're, Michigan geographically inclined.
I am not. I know where we are, and I know where I have to go after, and that's about all I got.
As we get set to roll. We get set to roll 40 here in the M&K Truck Center Late Model Sportsman. Next time by, they will get the parade lap. This is where you get the opportunity to wave to your favorite drivers as they come down the final time before they go green flag. Now's a great time to stand up, put your cell phones on flashlight mode. Wave your hats, your hands, your cell phones. Give a little love to your favorite late model sportsman drivers as they work their way down the front straightaway on their parade lap.
Well, definitely got to keep an eye on that 46 car, Buddy Head. He took the Kimball Midwest Challenge. He's got $1,000 on the line extra if he's able to bring it home. They roll through turns 3 and 4. Green flag is out, and we're underway for the M&K Truck Center Late Model Sportsman.
They'll work their way into turns 1 and 2 for the first car in the wall. Car in the wall over in turn number 1.
I thought it was the 07 and Cody Dorman, but he's over there.
So I see Mahalik coming to a stop on the back straightaway. Cannot tell who that might be back there. Just kind of going through the process of elimination here at the back of the pack on who that might be.
Well, I'm doing a great job of figuring out who it's not looking through the field here.
Looking to see if it's on any of the cameras over there. I don't see that it is, so.
It may be the 42 of Bo Smith.
No, but he's right.
That's Bruce Snell.
Oh, that's Bruce Snell. Yep, okay. Oh, boy, that very well could be. That would be unfortunate given his first opportunity out here in that car, moving from the street stock division into a late model sportsman. His first attempt of racing here in 2024, and a tough way to start it out if that's the case.
Yeah, that's not how you want to begin your career behind the wheel of one of these M&K Truck Center late model Sportsman. And yeah, looks like it is the 42. We did not get a lap in, so it will be a complete restart. 0 in, 40 to go.
Yeah, and that was quite an interesting restart there. You saw the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Famer Ron Allen almost have all 4 tires on the concrete there going into turn 1 as everyone was scurrying for position. And we'll try a restart. Unfortunate, like I said, you get 1 corner in before the night is over for Bo Smith. These drivers had a lot of laps they ran last Saturday night for the Invitational, and attrition was an issue there in that one too.
Yeah, hopefully this isn't a continued trend.
With the Northside Trucking flatbed over there to assist. And we talked about the Kimball Midwest Challenge. And for a century, Kimball Midwest has been synonymous with American quality products and Kimball Midwest quality service. Their commitment to continuous improvement has been unwavering, and they're proud to say they've been serving the United States for 100 years, and they're just getting started. Now more than ever, the entire Kimball Midwest team stands ready nationwide to help you build your business. We believe that when we support people first, success for everyone will follow. That was true a century ago and will remain true for the next 100 years and beyond. So what makes them the perfect single source partner for your company? It's their American-made commitment. 80% of their inventory dollars are spent on products made in American factories by American workers. Plus the in-person demonstrations, you can see how their superior products work before you buy them. And when it comes to service, they're not happy unless you're happy. At Kimball Midwest, they don't just do business, they build personal relationships. They're not a business-to-business company, they're a people-to-people company. So thank you to Kimball Midwest. KimballMidwest.com for more information. Safety officials still working on the Bo Smith machine. It looks like maybe having a little difficulty getting it situated there on the machinery.
Yeah, it's a somewhat precarious angle to try to put a car on a flatbed when you're on a bank. So
yeah, yes.
Takes just a little bit of finesse to get that one pulled on. But I'm sure there's plenty of people on the internet that know how to do it better.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, none of them volunteering to be here tonight.
Well, of course not.
But, you know.
But thank you for the unasked for help. But it gives us an opportunity to talk about M&K Truck Centers, your sponsor of your late model Sportsman division. If you're ready to experience that thrill, speed, and precision, get ready to witness our heart-pounding action in the M&K Truck Center's late model Sportsman division, although right now it's concrete pounding as we've gotten through that first quarter. Guess what? This incredible event is made possible by none other than M&K Truck Centers, your premier destination for all things commercial vehicles since 1989. For 34 years, M&K Truck Centers has been revolutionizing the industry, offering top-notch service and a wide range of products. With 27 dealership locations spanning 5 states, including Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and even West Virginia, which is still a state, they've got you covered no matter where the road takes you, even if it is West Virginia. Representing the best brands in the business include Mack, Volvo, Hino, and Isuzu trucks, as well as Wabash, East, and Vanguard trailers. M&K ensures that you're equipped with nothing but the finest. Need parts? No problem. With over 450 truck service stalls and one of the largest parts inventories in the industry, they've got what you need to keep you rolling. But M&K Truck Centers isn't just about sales. They're committed to comprehensive service, offering financing, leasing, and rental services through National Lease. Plus, their team of over 1,000 talented individuals across the Midwest is dedicated to keeping you on the road, providing service and repair on all makes and models. So, whether you're a seasoned driver or just starting your journey, trust M&K Truck Centers to be your partner on the road to success. Visit mktruckcenters.com today and experience the difference for yourself. And remember, when it comes to commercial vehicles, M&K Truck Centers is the name you can trust.
You know, and if you want to, I mean, not a lot of people that aren't involved in the trucking world may not know M&K Truck Centers. But if you want to realize how big the scope is of the reach of M&K Truck Centers, start looking at the mud flaps of the semi-trucks that are delivering all of our goods across the country day in and day out, you'll notice a huge number of them have M&K Truck Center mud flaps because they either came from there, they get service there, or are somehow associated with M&K Truck Centers. And the 42 of Bo Smith on the back of the flatbed now as he's going to be exiting the track over in turn 2. And unfortunately, an all too brief start of the race for that 42 car.
You saw that ugly look on my face, and it wasn't the usual ugly face that I normally have, Chris. I was just looking at the I was looking at how that 11 machine was going down the front straightaway, almost looking like it's crab walking a touch. The back end's a little askew from the front of that machine. Is that appropriate? Or is that just an optical illusion?
It might be an optical illusion. I don't know what it looks like. The door panel on the right side is hanging at that's like the lowest point on the car is the door panel. So it's a different look to it for sure. I don't know if that's part of what happened with that wreck or not, but 21 is Zach Johnson pulling down to the concrete now. I wonder if he has to check the map.
I know there's a turn up here somewhere. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's reroute. Okay, you're good now.
Those darn GPSs. So I believe it is a complete restart, so everyone should be approximately where they were off of the initial start, unless anyone's been flagged with that first caution.
And again, want to thank the Carson James Vincent Foundation for the selling of the 50/50 ticket tonight. Chris, someone walked away with $1,711. And it's always amazing when I say how much the pot is, because you could hear the air being sucked out of the track. Go,
well, it probably...
Until I give them the wrong number.
Yeah, it probably helped that they had a literal giant selling 50/50 tickets for him. I felt like I needed to buy more tickets because just this Goliath of a human was saying, hey, 50/50 tickets for sale.
Are you saying that you would have gladly traded money for some magic beans?
Yes. I mean, he was as tall as the concession stand, Roger.
I think I know. I think I did see him, yes.
I don't know how you couldn't. I think he could probably look in this window in front of us.
Ivan the Big have to drive. Well, the field now doubling up, which is a good sign.
And I believe we are going to forego the Owasso option because it's a complete restart.
Sure. That would make
so we don't technically have any laps completed.
Although some of these drivers could use the practice.
Your words.
We've seen plenty of them go to the back for missing that option, but really haven't had to. Well, we haven't at all had to use it tonight.
No, the Dwarfs went caution free. The sprint cars don't use it, so here we are.
Okay, field's gotten the one to go. Signal caution lights off around the speedway. Drivers preparing to put that right foot to the floor as they work the west side of the speedway. Get set to come down in 8 rows. Green flag. They'll try it again. Here we go.
Well, already going better than the first time. We've made it through turns 1 and 2. Chris Munson leads as Mike Beach and Ron Allen battle for the second spot.
Barkas back there in the 4th position in car number 50. He's a winner in this division, all trying to chase down Munson's number 3. He's got about a 4-car length advantage before you get back to Allen. Then Beach, then Barkas, and then it's Beach again.
Buddy Head takes it 3 wide as he begins his march towards the front of the field for the Kimball Midwest Challenge as John Rangel and Rich Mahalik get together in the 11 and the 45. Something dragging underneath the 45.
I bet that left front, something on that left front suspension has gone kaplooey after that contact. That was pretty hard contact as they were all trying to avoid going into the front straightaway wall. As hopefully Jonathan can get that car turned into the infield. Or he's going to I should be able to get it to the pits.
In the meantime, Chris Munson continues to lead in the 3 machine. As Ron Allen, Brandon Barkas, Mike Beach, and John Beach follow in his wake. Ron Allen has spent a very healthy career at the Toledo and Flat Rock Speedways, literally a Hall of Fame career, has won dozens of races down there, has decided to venture out now that he's retired from his day job, and the Hall of Famer runs in the second spot right now, trying to chase down the 3 of Chris Munson.
Barkus right behind him out of Indiana, making the trip up and hoping to have the opportunity to race, and right now sits in that 3rd spot, as the Beaches have 4th and 5th positions. Then it's Litigat in car 71. That's your lead pack.
So your top 6 cars right now running in procession. First battle on the track is going to be for the 9th position, as Buddy Head now works on the 12 of Matt Hogan to move up into that 9th position as he continues to try to make his way to the front of the field for that $1,000 bonus, courtesy of Kimball Midwest.
Yeah, add that to the top of the pay chart, which is $2,000 to win, and that's a nice $3,000 payday if Buddy Head can get it done. Of course, he's also got to be mindful if he's going after a championship as well, as he leads the point standings as we get into some lap traffic now, as the 07 of Cody Dorman goes 1 lap behind your leaders.
Now, last week's event was an invitational, but Buddy Head was running in a position to win before the engine let go.
Oh, spin turns 1 and 2.
Oh, Rich Mahalik goes around over in turn number 2. Caution flag out. I don't believe there was anybody really around him at the time, Roger, but I could be wrong.
I couldn't tell you for sure there if there was any contact. I looked up, he was already going around. And he was running in the 12th position at that time, with Personnel back there 12th and 13th. So those were the final 2 cars on the lead lap at the time of the caution. As it stands, go ahead, Chris.
Oh, I was just going to say that the call was confirmed, the 11 car by himself. So he'll go to the back of the field.
And we will have the Owasso option. As it stands right now with 10 laps complete, Chris Munson is your race leader in car number 3, Ron Allen second into 69. Brandon Barkus in 3rd in car 50, and then the 11S of Mike Beach, followed by Jonathan Beach in the $sign. Doug Litigat is in 6th, 7th spot, Damian Lytle. Buddy Head up to 8th, 9th, Clarity Patton, and Matt Hogan completing your top 10.
Well, as we make our choice, our first 2 drivers going to take the inside line. That's going to put the 50 of Brandon Barkus to the outside of the front row. So driver who picked up the win in our combination event with the CRA late model Sportsman and came into the night 2nd in the point standings, he'll be outside of that front row.
Buddy Head going for that Kimball Midwest Challenge, also opted for the top side. So that'll put him roughly outside of row number 4, it looks like.
Yeah, on track position-wise, I believe he'll be restarting in the 8th spot. Started the race 16th, so he's already done half of the job in 10 laps. Unfortunately, the challenge gets a little steeper the closer to the sharp end of the field you get.
And yes, this gives him, although he was quite a bit back trying to get through that slower traffic, he was quite a bit back from that lead pack, so now it gives him a chance to tussle with the top players. Green displayed. Barkus gonna give it a shot top side. We know that 50 is fast, so is the 3. They're still wheel to wheel coming out of turn 4, slight advantage to Munson.
Father and son battling for 4th now as John Beach gets to the inside of Mike Beach to move up into the 4th spot. But Mike's not just going to let him go. He hangs tough out in that outside groove.
Yeah, back up car, schmack up car. We're going to race for position. Behind him, Litigat and Buddy Head. Just outside the top 5 is your front 3. Now nose to tail. Allen in that 3rd position. Barkus 2nd. Munson still leading the field.
Yeah, Buddy Head searching around, trying to find a way around the 71 and Douglas Litigat. Litigat shows him the inside groove, and Buddy Head will take it to pull inside of the 71, give 6th spot to Buddy Head as he continues to follow that Kimball Midwest Challenge to the front of the field.
Here we go. Barkus got right up to the back bumper of Munson, couldn't do anything with it. He'll follow him in the 3. Allen all alone in the 3rd spot, and again the beach battle going on for the 4th position. John Beach right there in that battle with Mike Beach, and Mike's going to take the advantage now. Here comes Buddy Head to the inside.
Buddy going to try the outside of the 1 car of John Beach, still trying to break into the top 5. He sits just outside in 6th as we have the battle forming up at the front of the field as the 50 of Brandon Barkus all over the back bumper, the 3 of Chris Munson. Oh, caution on the speedway, the 12 of Matt Hogan facing the wrong way over in turn number 2. Caution flag out.
Interesting to see some of these cars finding speed in the very top side of where the track is blackened up, which will make it very interesting as we continue with it, as they continue to widen that racing groove. Really have been watching Mike Beach use that high line and being effective with it, which great to see that. That should really shape up for that pure stock feature coming up.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's kind of interesting because in years past, talking to the drivers that run the house divisions, on nights when the sprint cars come, usually the track got less grippy for the regular division, something to do with the compounded tire that the sprints run versus the compounded tire that our weekly drivers run. But it's looked to be a bit atypical from that, Roger, in as much as these drivers seem to have found some grip up in that second groove, which is a pretty drastic change from what we had before. Jonathan Rangel rejoins the field in the 45 car. He is currently 13 laps down.
As we have the Owasso option, and Munson and Barkus will flip-flop as far as Munson will take the inside. Barkus high side for the restart. Allen will start on the inside. And it looks like Clarity Patton might get dinged for driving over the choose line. I saw a pair of 2s flashed in the air. Tough break for last week's B-Main winner, or last chance qualifier winner, rather. So Allen will be inside row number 2, and to the outside will be Mike Beach. Jonathan Beach inside row 3, and Buddy Head to his right in the 46. So Buddy Head's going to start 6th.
We're just 3 laps shy of halfway, 17 and 23 to go. Munson, Barkus, your front row, Allen Beach, then Beach Head. Off in turn 4, green flag is back out.
Barkus slight advantage out of turn number 2. He's going to clear.
Wow.
Munson coming out of turn number 2, but Munson's going to fight back inside. He sticks a nose down there. The door's closed.
Yeah, Munson really sailed it into turn 3 trying to fight back, but Barkus just had too much power down, moving up into the top spot. In the meantime, Buddy Head actually at threat of losing a position as Douglas Littagott gets back to the inside of the 46.
I mean, that was quite a power move there by Barkus on that top side to take that lead away. And he's pulling away by a good almost half second over Munson, Allen, and Beach. And around goes Mike Beach. He gets it straightened up. He's going to go to the infield. The caution flag is out.
Yeah, I'd say that was a fair throw on the caution. The way they came together, you had no idea which way the field was going to spread from there. So good call in the interest of preemptiveness there by Nate Rowe. But the 11 of Mike Beach having a great run in that car too, was running up in the top 5. Unfortunately, something did not quite go right for Mr. Beach, and He will unfortunately head to the infield with heavy damage, but it also looks like he may have made contact with the 71 Litigat after the caution had occurred. So hopefully the 71 car not too banged up and can continue on with no issues as well. Doesn't look like he's leaving the track right now. Race control reviewing the incident.
Well, Beach is going to pull away in the 11 car.
Well, looks like the 71 Litigat actually was going to be assessed with the caution. So Litigat will move to the back of the field. I don't believe Beach will be able to continue
Beach just
on.
went to the
yeah,
pits.
he pulled off. So, yeah, unfortunately, the 71 Litigat will move to the back of the field. We are at the halfway point, 20 in, 20 to go.
Now, tough break for the Romulus driver is he'll have to go to the back end of this field, Chris.
Yeah, Brandon Barkus leads in the 50. Chris Munson will be second in the 3. Then the 69er, Ron Allen in third. John Beach fourth in the 1 car. Buddy Head up into the top 5 in the 46. Then it'll be the 21 of Zach Johnson, 5:59 of Damian Lytle, 11 of Rich Mahalik, 22 of Clarity Patton, and the 12 of Matt Hogan will make up your top 10 as we run. So far, we have lost only the 42 of Bo Smith. The 45 of John Rangel runs 13 laps down in 15th, but is on track. The 07 of Cody Dorman, 1 lap down in 14th. And Mike Beach currently off the track. I suspect he's going to be done for the event.
Choose option being displayed by your flag man. So we shall see here. Barkus will take the inside, Munson inside or outside. Allen inside, Beach outside, Head inside. Lytle will take the outside. That's your first 3 rows.
Boy, Clarity Patton wasn't going to risk running over that box again. She was about running on the backstretch. She got so low on the track. All right, so field lined up 2 by 2. Barkus and Munson will be your front row.
Yeah, we'll see if Barkus has the speed from the bottom groove. He made that lead pass from the top groove in the last restart. Now Munson's going to get an opportunity to give it a try.
Yeah, but that 50 car has been hooked up all year. I mean, I think that car could probably run backwards and do at least halfway decent.
Well, he won that CRA race.
That he did. We'll see what happens, though. Barkus and Munson still up front, but we flipped from the last restart. 20 in, 20 to go. We'll see what happens here as the green flag comes out. We are back underway.
Boy, Barkus got a heck of a start there, Chris. He's able to clear Munson, and now Allen will try to deal with him back there for second. Munson's going to have the advantage as they head into 3, but can't shut the door because Allen's still there. They're wheel to wheel still as they come out of turn number 4.
Yeah, Ron Allen in the 69 still running strong. The 46 of Buddy Head gets around. Oh, Buddy Head's going to take it 3 wide for second.
Oh, boy.
He's going to back off going into 3, probably a smart choice.
He slid the wheels, too. He slid them tires. He dirt tracked it there a little bit coming out of turn number 4 as he got a piece of that concrete. Now he watches the battle between Allen and Munson in front of him, and maybe he'll size him up again. He's got plenty of laps, but he doesn't want Barkus to get too far away if this goes caution-free.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Roger, he's got plenty of laps still, and
oh boy!
Oh, big moment there for Munson in the 3 as the back end tried to lap the front end of his car, but so far we're able to still keep it pointed straight. But Ron Allen probably wants to get away from the 3 car as quick as he can.
Yeah, he's having a hard time keeping that car underneath him. Much better that time coming out of turn number 2, but I think Buddy getting a little antsy back there. He keeps looking inside, outside, and he's on the back bumper. He might look to the inside on the front stretch. Not this time.
Yeah, I don't know if that 3 car is stable enough to push it 3 wide. That might be more risk than reward, at least at this point in the race. But now Buddy Head fending off a charge from John Beach. So it could be go time whether Buddy Head wants it to be or not.
Oh boy, we got 4 cars under a blanket. Buddy had a little tap there to the back bumper of the 69 of Allen as they went down the back chute saying, hey, let's get going. Everyone's ganging up on us.
Looks like Allen going to be cleared. Oh, no. Buddy Head and Chris Munson make contact. Head goes around. Caution flag out.
Boy, it looked like Munson tried to get to the inside, but Buddy Head was there. knocked him onto the concrete, and away went the traction on the 46 machine. Of course, our call is unofficial.
Yeah, I believe I saw the same thing you did, Roger. But again, our call unofficial. Race control reviewing the tape right at their station immediately as we take a look. We do have 27 laps in, 13 to go here in the M&K Truck Center late model Sportsman event.
And for those of you that don't know, we have cameras around the speedway that we can refer to when we're looking at calls that maybe weren't seen. We've got 9 cameras around the racing surface, Chris, so they should have numerous angles to take a look at and see what actually transpired.
Yeah, and you mentioned those 9 cameras. We also have one of those 9 that's dedicated specifically to that choose arrow on the front stretch. One of the reasons we're able to be on it so quick when a driver runs over it.
So as I see it, as the last green flag lap, this is without calling anybody as a caution. Brandon Barkus, your leader. Ron Allen in second. Munson third. Buddy Head fourth. And fifth, Jonathan Beach. Then Zach Johnson, Damian Lytle, Rich Mahalik, Clarity Patton, and Doug Littigot, your top 10. "27 laps complete, 13 remain here tonight at Owasso Speedway. One more event after this will be our Pure Stock Division, brought to you by McAllister Rentals.
Well, word from timing and scoring, the 3 of Chris Munson will be assessed with the caution, so he'll move to the back of the field.
And I see the hand flapping out there, so I'm going to guess he may not agree, but certainly looked like Buddy Head was down there, at least had position on the 3 machine. But again, you know, our calls are unofficial. And again, you know, very rarely will you find a driver that will, yeah, that's my fault. So Munson will go to the tail. Tough break for him, another strong run. And apparently he is not quite ready to concede the position. He will step down.
There we go.
And I just hope that he will join the tail of the field and not make a show of it, which I guess he'll make a show of it. So he said his peace of mind. As we're at the choose. Barkus will take the inside, Allen will take the inside, and look who's gonna go outside front row, Chris. Buddy Head.
It's almost like Ron Allen said, here you go.
Yeah. Well, I guess a car to keep an eye on will be that number 3 machine, because he's gonna be a man on the mission for the next 13 laps. As the field will get the 1 to go signal.
All right, 13 laps to go. Buddy Head has a points lead he wants to maintain, a $1,000 challenge he wants to keep alive. And Brandon Barkus wants to take that points lead away from Buddy Head and deny him victory in the challenge. We'll see what happens. Green flag is out. We're back underway.
Another great start by Barkus. He's able to clear Buddy Head. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Ron Allen slid up the track, and around goes the 3 of Munson. So that will, if he is called the caution car, it would be his second one if that is the case.
Yeah, it
Did
looked
not
like
see what happened there.
It looked like he and the 45 of George Rangel touched doors.
Okay.
I'm not sure who the instigator was.
I looked up and he was already going around, so we'll wait and see what was seen, and we'll see who will find themselves out, or at least to the tail. And
see who was seen.
I see Rangel kind of hanging at the back here, so wondering if he's unofficially tapping out or not.
Well, that was also where he was running at the time of the caution.
Okay.
He is also several laps down, 13 laps down.
Oh, boy. So Munson's going to take the car to the pits. As we're stuck on lap 27. Barkus has been doing some great work on these restarts. He'll have another one here to try to keep Buddy Head behind him. Buddy there got a little bit of an assist there when the 69 got a little bit loose, made a little bit of contact, and he lost his momentum with the 50 of Barkus. Not sure the difficulty of these cars getting in line. They could just go where they were the last lap, since we did not get a green flag lap in.
You know, they could probably tell you everywhere they finished for the last 6 years, but can't tell you who they were running next to half a lap ago.
Right. Well, no, they'll tell you where it's usually 3 spots farther forward.
Yeah. They have an idea.
Yeah.
Not always the correct idea, but they have one.
All right, looks like it'll be the choose opportunity here, and I would assume Barkus will take the inside, and we'll see if Allen's going to take stay on the inside, because last time he did that, and that gave Buddy Head a front row start here. Here they come to the choose, and yep, going to be just like they did before.
Yeah, Allen's been pretty consistent. I don't think he's ever chosen the outside. He takes the inside just about every time. So now it's going to be Barkus, Head, Allen, Beach, Johnson, and then Damian Lytle up there in the first 3 rows.
He's been rather quietly
At least I think it's him. It's an all-black car with black numbers. So allegedly Damian Lytle in what could possibly be the 559.
Call him the Shadow. Field bunched up, ready to go, trying to finish these final Baker's dozen laps. Barkus and Head bring them to the M&K Truck Center restart zone to the green flag. Better restart for Head that time, able to at least stay alongside Barkus through turns 1 and 2. He'll stay up top and try to keep that fender alongside your race leader. Now he'll duck in the line.
And now John Beach up there in those podium spots as well. Buddy Head gets a nose underneath the 50 of Barkus down the back straightaway. Barkus able to shut the door into turn number 3.
Lytle quietly moving up to the 5th spot as Buddy Head again to the inside. He had a good run through the center of the corner, got the nose right under the door of the 50 of Barkus. Great battle for the lead as they come out of turn 4, Chris.
And Barkus leads off of 4 by a nose as Buddy Head now pulls ahead down the back straightaway. Barkus still trying to fight back on the outside. John Beach looking for somewhere to go in the $ car, but your new leader at the line is going to be the 46 of Buddy Head. Barkus immediately with the switchback tries to give him the nose going into turn number 1, but Buddy Head from the back to the front runs in the top position.
Barkas tried to do the crisscross, make you jump, and couldn't get it done. Now he's forced to watch the back bumper of Buddy Head lead another lap. 8 to go. You got Beach in the 3rd spot, Allen all alone in 4th, and Lytle back there in 5th. Those 5 down the back straightaway. Front 4 have separated themselves from the rest of the field.
And so far, Buddy Head able to maintain that gap over Barkas about a car length and a half. But Roger, he was in this position in our Invitational a week ago. Looked like he was on his way to victory when the engine let go. He's got coming to 5 laps remaining. We'll see if the 46 can hang on.
Well, it was certainly a lot hotter last Saturday night, and that played a part in a lot of attrition. Didn't have a very good night Wednesday either. Didn't get a chance to compete in the Outlaw Super Late Model. Ended up having to load up and go home early. And right now trying to get some revenge on that as he's got 4 laps remaining.
He heads down the back straightaway, and your top 4 pretty sizable gaps from each other. Coming to 3 to go now.
I don't think your leader's going to catch that lap traffic, but it's going to be awfully close. You got Personnel in the 42 and the 07 back there, Cody Dorman. They might catch him here, but he's got 2 to go for Buddy Head, trying to hold on for a pair of laps.
Yeah, first battle on track right now is the one for 7th as Douglas Littagott tries to get around the 22 of Clarity Patton. But up at the front of the field, your leader beginning to close in on the 07 of Cody Dorman. Dorman gives him plenty of room as Buddy Head comes to the white flag. He'll come off of turn number 2 for the final time. Into turn number 3, off of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Challenge accepted, challenge defeated. Buddy Head is your winner. Brandon Barkas 2nd, John Beach 3rd, Ron Allen 4th, and Damian Lytle will complete your top 5.
What a tale of 2 weekends for just couldn't get it finished. Wednesday, today he said Midwest Challenge. It's $1,000 to $2,000 I just won, so 3 large for Buddy Head. He takes a nice cold sip of water and he climbs out of this car, and Buddy, what a run. It was tough. 3,000 will help you a little bit from last week's troubles, I hope.
Absolutely. I want to tell you, everybody, thank you for coming out, sticking through the rain. That's a big deal for everybody. My crew members every week, they help me out. It's a big deal for us to come out here and play with these guys. They all do a great job every week, so thank you very much.
Talk about coming from the back. You come out here, maybe a little bit of a different compound from the sprint cars being out here. Did the racing groove really change a whole lot because of that?
Yeah, the outside went bad. So we tried it a few times. We got a couple of spots, but we pretty much had to go to the bottom.
Well, congratulations. Big win for you. Get a nice trophy here. Why don't you thank everybody, buddy?
Thanks, everybody, for coming. All my sponsors, I appreciate it. Thanks, Rex, for having us here. Dale let us borrow a motor. You guys are great. Thank you very much for getting us here.
All right, how about it one more time? Head, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the win in your late. One more event for you here. Pure Stocks will be ready to roll here momentarily.
Yeah, our McAllister Rental Pure Stocks will close things out for us here tonight. They got 25 laps coming up. Our final event of the evening. All right, so the 46 team getting their picture taken down in Gross Construction Victory Lane. And want to thank the MCR Dwarf Car Series, kind of a tradition with the Tommy Bowles Memorial. They bring out trophies for winners of all the events on that night. So appreciate Eric and his team presenting those trophies to us so we could make that happen and continue on the tradition of the Tommy Bowles Memorial. So one more event left to run, and it's going to be a good one. A solid field of pure stocks here tonight.
I'm Brad Keselowski, and you're watching Racing America.
Welcome to the home of all race fans, Racing America, live short track racing.
Looking for the green flag, and the Snowball Derby is underway.
Exclusive NASCAR Cup team content.
Enjoy competing with your teammates.
You already know. Behind the scenes access.
Great car, puts on a great show. I'm excited about it.
Claim your front row seat to watch the excitement.
Mission accomplished.
And drama.
Car lifts up in the air.
From grassroots to NASCAR. Join us at the home for race fans everywhere.
You're watching Racing America, right here on Racing America.
Racing America. It's in our DNA.
Communication is key in the racing world. When it comes to at-the-track communications, there is only one place to call. Racing Electronics is the #1 source for professional race communications worldwide. Over 20 years in the business proves their dedication to the sport. With every driver and crew communication, two-way radios and headsets, scanners and more, Racing Electronics is a one-stop communication source for all your motorsports needs. Before the green flag flies, make sure you have all your team communication gear from Racing Electronics. Stop by and see a Racing Electronics representative at the track near you. Visit their showroom in Concord, North Carolina, or order online at racingelectronics.com.
The Midwest's biggest pro late model race of the year takes center stage at Owasso Speedway on Saturday, August 3rd. The best of the JEGS CRA All-Stars battling out for short track supremacy and $15,000 to win in the 12th annual Masters of the Pros. Plus racing for pure stock, trucks, street stocks, and vintage modifieds. It's the 12th annual Masters of the Pros, paying $15,000 to win on Saturday, August 3rd. And you can see it only on racingamerica.tv.
Perfect engine parts at any speed. Perfect stocks a full line of internal engine components for domestic and import passenger car, light truck, heavy duty, industrial, marine, agricultural, and performance applications, offering a wide range of choices with the best known engine part brands and its own performance products under the Engine Pro label. This enables engine builders to offer quality products at a moderate price to keep racing affordable so the racers can do what they do best. Win races. Perfect engine parts at any speed. Call 616-247-6572 or visit perfit-parts.com.
That tends to run 2 and 3 and 4 wide sometimes, even though we don't encourage it, but it's a lot of fun to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your final event of the night. So let's get up on our feet. Let's give them a big hooray, a big wave. Get your hands up, your hats off, and wave them to your favorite drivers as they come by the final feature tonight at Owasso Speedway. Oh, that was abrupt.
Must not have fixed that one yet.
That was abrupt. That's like, hey, you kids are too loud. Turn that music down.
Well, you know what they say, Roger.
No, I don't.
If it's too loud, you're too old.
Yeah.
I think you might have had too much Monster today.
I think I have. It's only my third one in the last hour.
Well, you won't even need to drive home.
Nope.
You could just
I could
fly.
Yep. All right, next time by, these pure stocks are going to go mighty fast down this Owasso front straightaway. We've spent a lot of time together this week, Chris, and
some would say too much.
I will be happy when this checkered flag falls and I get a week away from you.
Oh, I wish I could have a week away from me too.
Field racked up, ready to go. As Garcia and Kirby bring this field to the green flag. Here we go.
Great start by Scott Garcia in the 6, but maybe a greater start by the 87 of Landon Heidi, who tried to take it 3 wide. Kirby leads, now they're 3 wide again for third.
Samir already inside the top 5 in the M15. Here comes Heidi on the inside, taking a look at Kirby's 81.
Yeah, Landon Heidi going to have and take position at the front of the field. He moves up to lead. Lonnie Samir now up to second spot in the M15. Nick Johnston, man on the move. He works around the outside of the X14 of Bill Livesay.
Jim Miller Jr. trying to get through there as well. It was kind of blocked on the bottom as Samir was able to take it to the top side on the start. Picked up a couple of rows, and we got him touching down the back straightaway. Nice save by Lakota as we're 3 wide now for third.
Yeah, it looked like Nick Johnston and the 9 of Jim Miller Jr. may have touched a little bit down the back straightaway. Able to continue on, and as the M15 of Samir all over the back bumper, the 87 of Heidi.
Lakota Johnston, that is the battle for the 4th spot as we watch the lead duo go by. Heidi and the 15 of Samir. Miller leading that second group of cars. Here comes Lakota, here comes your fast qualifier, Spencer in the 55.
Battle for 6th right now as the 14 of Kyle Callahan attempts to overtake the 7 of Nick Johnston. Looks like something going away on that 7 car. He was awfully sporty in the opening couple laps. He's beginning to fade as the laps carry on. Once again, Samir to the back bumper, the 87 of Heidi.
I'm wondering if that power is getting choked. I wonder if that car is starting to get a little warm because, yeah, he is not exiting. We got problems over in turn number 2. Baumgarten around in the 108.
Yeah, the 108 of Bob Baumgarten facing the wrong way over in turn number 2. That draws our first caution here. 6 in, 19 to go.
So the Mount Clemens driver back underway and will likely tag the tail of the field. I believe he was running in the 15th position, which would have been the last car on the lead lap. Viniello out of this one in car 87.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting a little light show over on the back straightaway there, Roger.
Are we?
Well,
great. That's going to be fun, driving north.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, I've seen all kinds. I've seen rainbows and
unicorns.
Yes, and handshakes.
Hearts, stars, horseshoes, clovers, and blue moons.
I haven't seen any ice cream because those are just for scorers and race directors.
Yeah, well, see, I can't eat ice cream when I announce. It gives me thick saliva.
Oh, it gives you a thick throat?
Thick saliva,
kind
which is also the name of my new metal band.
Oh, is it? Kind of like a huck-twa?
Yes, exactly like that.
Oh, we're already choosing. Well, how about that? Heidi will take the inside. Samir on the outside. Row number 2, we'll have Jim Miller Jr. and Jordan Lakota. Spencer and Johnston in row 3. Callahan, Thompson, row 4. Livesay and Kirby back there in row 6. Look at me rolling through those without looking at paper.
Good job.
Hey, someday I might be able to work this for actual money.
Yeah, you're so close to earning money.
I'm 3 classes away from getting my certificate in BS.
Oh, hey, I have one of those. All right.
I just hear Rex being the meteorologist back there in the VIP room as the
he's got the map up.
Pace car leaves the track.
Your 7-day forecast. Boy, I don't know if 4 cars could have been any closer together than those 4, and now make it 6, maybe 8.
And none of these guys, if there's an opportunity to lift, none of them will take it.
No, absolutely not. Oh!
Samir sideways gets Miller. Miller sideways in front of the field. Look out! Some Wreck-'em Ralph going on here. And there was a lot going on right rear down on the number 9. So I'm going to assume he'll probably get a 3-lap opportunity to change that tire, assuming nothing else is busted on that machine. But a lot going on. You mentioned 6 cars way too tight going through the corners. Something had to give, and I couldn't tell you who it was that gave.
Well, I can say this much, Roger. From seeing that incident, I am pretty sure it is going to be a good week to be on Facebook.
Yeah. God bless them all. So, yeah, they're going to... I don't know if there's a great angle to see that, but as of lap 6, I'm just going to tell you what happened at lap 6. This was how they were lined up. Landon Heidi, your leader. Samir, your second. Jim Miller, third. Lakota, Jason Spencer, your top 5. You know, Samir was on the top side, but I couldn't tell if he had any help or if the back end just got loose and he was so close to the Miller car that the contact sent him squirrely. A very difficult, I did not see it as it happened to be able to even make the educated guess. So we shall see here. We still have 19 to go, so if somebody in the front of this field has to go to the tail, they still have a lot of time to get to the front, but it will depend on who. Well, we still have to wait to see who that may or may not be.
Well, we can say Jim Miller Jr. on his way back to the track.
So he's gotten that tire changed, and he'll rejoin the field at the tail. So it's what was the call there, Chris?
The M15 was assessed with the caution.
Oh, so we're going to have quite a race between the 9 and the M15 to come through the pack. Seen it before. Seen it before.
I feel like we just saw this.
And Lonnie, not a fan of the decision.
I do like his gloves, though. Did you see the
Yes.
gloves? The webbing in
Now
the thumb had the checkered pattern on it.
And now he's going to have a discussion at turn 2, which we aren't allowing them to do anymore. And now we'll see where Lonnie goes now, as he's going to pull alongside Mr. Lakota.
I don't believe that's how that's supposed to work.
So, well, this will be a great story to keep an eye on, and we as announcers like good stories.
Yeah, the 9 of Jim Miller Jr. left the track, so he'll have to go to the rear. The M15 tagged with the caution. He'll also have to go to the rear. Those are 2 very fast cars, and we still have quite a few laps to go, 19 laps left, so the luck for us here, Roger, is that we get to see these 2 come through the field, and I think it's going to be a fantastic race as we get to choose this time. Heidi takes the inside, Lakota the outside, Spencer inside, Johnston outside, Callahan inside, Thompson outside, Livesay, Kirby both inside. That'll allow the 6 of Garcia to pull up a couple spots.
And we have not had a repeat winner this season. Spencer won opening night, Samir's won, Miller Jr. has won. And then they really haven't had the opportunity to race until
today. Yeah, so the first driver with potential to repeat is the 55 of Jason Spencer, who runs in 3rd. Then you have Samir and Miller that are going to be restarting at the very end.
And they're going to both be charged up.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I would not want to be right in front of them for this restart.
Nope. I'm going to say if I were Jeff Parks right now, I'd take her a little wide on the restart.
Yeah, probably.
You know what? Just
have at it,
I'm
boys.
good. I'm good. But that's probably also why we're announcers and not drivers.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, field gets bunched up, set to rock and roll another time. Here they come.
All right, Miller at the back of the field. Roger took him 3 wide, past 3 cars, and Lonnie Sommier said, hey, that looks like a great idea. I'll try that too. Up at the front of the field, Jordan Lakota and the J1 around the outside of the 87 of Landon Heidi. They're door-to-door down the front straightaway, but at the line, it's Jordan Lakota taking the lead back. Jason Spencer up to third, Nick Johnston right behind.
They're still side by side. Only a fender out in front is Lakota's number 1, trying to clear the 87 of Heidi. Then it's that 55 of Spencer. He's yet to get fast qualifier and seal the deal with a feature win. This is his best shot at it right now. Meanwhile, that's of what, front 6 all running in a pack, and then you've got that second group of cars. Sommier's leading that second group, and he's a coming.
Yeah, Lonnie Sommier already up to 7th in the M15.
Lakota takes that lead to himself. Spencer high side trying to snatch the second spot away from Heidi. He does so down the back straightaway. So Heidi back to third. Look, Johnston in there in the 4th spot. Look how quick Sommier has separated himself from that back half of the field. He is rapidly catching the back bumper of the 66 machine of Thompson, running in the 6th position.
And first battle on the track right now is going to be the one for 4th as Callahan and Johnston continue to battle for position. Callahan ahead as Johnston is up on the outside groove, and Callahan will take the position away.
Field coming by, 13 to go this time round. We're at the halfway. Spencer hot on the heels of that one at Jordan Lakota, and now he looks to the inside. A little bit of a misstep by that one machine. Spencer looks to the bottom side. They'll drag race into turn number 3. Lakota.
Oh, they're leaning on each other big.
He tried to close the door, but Spencer said, I don't like running on the concrete.
Oh, not a lot of room there. And Landon Heidi in the 87 licking his chops as he watches this battle up ahead. And to make it even more fun, lapped cars up ahead as well, Jeremy Johnson and Jeff Parks.
Yeah, they're coming up on them pretty quickly. I think both drivers are going to stay on the high side to allow plenty of room for your leaders to motor their way by. Front 2 pulling away from the rest of the field. Heidi still in 3rd, Callahan 4th. No change in position yet. Sommier now just catching the back end of Thompson back there is 6th and 7th. Miller running all by himself in 8th.
Spencer once again showed the nose to the J1, but unfortunately not able to make any ground. Jordan Lakota, a fantastic defensive drive for the J1.
Spent the last few years on dirt before getting a pure stock together. Right now trying to get himself back into victory lane, but he's got Spencer all over that back bumper as they've got a half a straightaway advantage over the 3rd and 4th place battle of Heidi and Callahan.
Ooh, the 66 of Thompson goes wide off of 4. That opens the door for Sommier to break into the 6th position. So now his next sight will be set on the top 5. Is up ahead. Lakota and Spencer continue to battle for that top spot. Spencer once again shows Lakota the nose down the front straightaway.
Just scrubs too much speed off there to get a good run off that corner, Chris.
Yeah, Lakota does a great job keeping him low, and he just can't keep the speed up off the corner.
Which Spencer likes to usually run that higher line. That's what he practices and sets his car up for. We're going to have a lot of heavy traffic here. Talon Deal about to be lapped, Kirby about to be lapped, Garcia's back there, Livesey. They're all going to be in the mix here with 5 to go this time by.
Oh, Spencer once again gets to the bumper of Lakota, but just he gets there, Roger, has nowhere to go once he does. Lakota doing a fantastic job parking the bus. It's a great defensive race from the J1.
Good job by the lap traffic to get out of the way, allow the leaders by, as again, like you mentioned, like a chain race, they are right there, nose to tail, with 4 remaining. Garcia, Livesey, and Jeff Parks for a second time will be the next cars that may go a lap down before this one's all said and done. And they're running side by side in front of the leaders.
And Spencer got a little bit loose off of turn 4, which is going to help Lakota as he gets pinned behind the 6 of Scott Garcia.
Yeah.
And the momentum's broken. Spencer going to make a move off into turn 3. They're right there. Contact between the two. Lakota goes wide. Lakota goes around into Spencer. Everyone keeps it pointed the right direction, but Spencer takes the lead with 2 laps to go.
Wow, both of them drifted high. Both of them made contact, and Lakota somehow able to keep that car straight, holds on to the 2nd spot, but loses that lead as Spencer comes down to the white flag. 1 to go.
Jason Spencer in the 55 into turn 1 for the final time. Off a 2 down the back straightaway. Lakota going to do everything he can to try and run him down, but just not going to have enough time to get back at him. Checkered flag is out. 2nd win of the season for Jason Spencer. Jordan Lakota 2nd, Landon Heidi 3rd, Kyle Callahan 4th, Nick Johnston 5th. Then it's Lonnie Sommier, Brian Thompson, Jim Miller Jr., Bill Livesey, and Scott Garcia completing your top 10. Well, it was an exciting one for sure. I'm sure it's going to be talked about quite a bit this week. So the 55 of Jason Spencer taking one last victory lap, and he'll come down to Gross Construction Victory Lane. Our final feature of the night, and your winner, Jason Spencer, will get a word with our very own Roger Williams.
So Jason Spencer gets his 2nd feature of the season. A little damage there on the left rear as he climbs. And he's pumped up as he comes out of the car here. And congratulations. Talk about the run to the front and then those last couple battling with the race leader there.
Well, I was just trying to be patient, take what I could get through the field, get up there, have a chance at it. I had a couple looks at Jordan inside. I thought he saw me once, and I seen him come down. I had to hit the brakes pretty hard. I thought I was in pretty darn deep there, so I did what I've gotten bitten on multiple times. I had to drive through it. If I hit my brakes, he spins. So it's not what I wanted to happen, but we made it.
Normally, you like to run the high side. Seems like maybe things changed this. Track was a little bit different for you.
Jordan's not slow, so you got to be really good on the outside if you're going to make that work.
Well, congratulations, 2nd win of the year. Why don't you go ahead and thank your crew?
I want to thank my father-in-law, Dave, my dad, my wife and my kids, everybody over there pointing at me, my whole family, sponsors, E. Weaver Construction, Bush Light, J-Mo's Hot Rod Garage, Jacob's Home Office Realty, Ryan Seacourt State Farm, No More Problems, and Long's Transmission. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Congratulations. How about one more time for Jason Spencer, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
And Chris, guess what? We've managed to bore the crowd ourselves. The race. We get to take a rare week off, Chris. Why don't you send us out of here? Thank you, folks, for being out here tonight.
Thank you, Roger, and thank you, everyone, for coming out for any number of the last week worth of shows we've had here at the Owasso Speedway. We know there's been plenty. Be safe in your travels home. Please come back next week to check out what we got going on Saturday night, and we will take a couple days off to breathe, and then we'll be right back at it. We'll see you next Saturday night. On behalf of the staff and management here at the Owasso Speedway, the Wheeler family, Roger, and myself, thank you so much for coming out, and we'll see you soon. Have a great night.